Welcome to the Bobby Couto Show, where we dive into the fascinating world of human experiences and excellence. With special guests, real-life anecdotes, and thought-provoking discussions. Get ready to unlock and tap into your absolute potential with your host, manifestation coach, Bobby Couto.
It's wild. I actually went to school for communications.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to be like a sports broadcaster, but then I kind of changed gears on that.
Dude, it's one of the hardest things to ever do is get into like broadcasting.
I am.
Right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm a commentator.
You know what I mean? Like, how did this... I saw that, dude.
Yeah, I'm a commentator.
I saw that.
I commentated one of the biggest fights in New England history.
Well, let's welcome everybody to the show. Welcome to the Bobby Couto Show, everyone. It is my absolute pleasure to be in the studio. Studio B, Aaron Bernardo.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having
Robert
me.
Tebow.
I
got
Tebow
it right.
Third.
So
That's
Robert Tebow the third, but you Bobby Tebow, right?
Bobby T. Yeah.
Bobby
Bobby
T. And
T.
you got, you know, it's funny. I have a little background, Bobby, just because obviously I talked to Aaron and we just talked a little bit about you, and you have an amazing story. And I just want to say that it's absolutely my pleasure to have you here, and I want to say thank you for sharing your journey with us. I know we got a big day coming, like this
big day,
huge
big
event
day.
coming. So
Huge
we got
event.
a lot to talk about. A lot of people are going to be showing up to see you perform. So I think this is like a really big deal, and I know your journey is not what you would say typical, yeah, right,
Yeah,
right.
definitely not typical.
But yet
no.
here you are, and you know, coined to the term is all roads lead here, brother. And here we are. So welcome to the show, gentlemen. I really
Thank you.
appreciate
Yes,
it.
thanks for having us, man. Appreciate
Aaron,
it.
I just, listen, I want to start off by saying, it's funny. The other day I was talking to someone and you came into my head.
Yeah.
And what they said, was I was having a conversation, and in this industry, and I'm sure you business owner, entrepreneur.
Yeah.
It's hard to find people to want what you want. Right. And people will be excited for you, and people want to be involved, and people think it's, oh, wow, look, this is really exciting. I want to go to this place. There's a lot of people, but truly and honestly committing to something and understanding what that means is something completely different. Right.
Oh yeah, a lot of people talk it, and I definitely walk it. You know what I mean? And I tell people now, I'm in the business now. Like I've been through it all in business. Like at this point, up until this point, I've been, business 12 years, 8 years full time, and before it was like, how can I do it? How can I pull this off? Now I'm kind of in the business of like, how much can I put up? You know what I mean? How much can I put up? I'm not even worried about making anymore. I'm just worried about putting on a show. And, how much can I put up before I lose? And what can I do to get this done?
So
You know what I mean?
beginnings, bro, you come from was Somerset? Was it Somerset? Swansea?
I'm a Fall River kid.
You know what I'm saying? Well, your the first bit, the beginnings of the business.
Yeah, my first gym. I co-owned a gym in Somerset. Called Pro
Did
Fitness.
you
in
ever
99.
see yourself owning one of the most historical buildings in the city of Fall River?
It's a dream. You know what I mean? It's a dream come true. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. And if the audience doesn't know, recently,
Mm-hmm.
right, you have acquired the CYO building, 402 Anawan Street in Fall River,
I purchased it. Yeah,
which has been like a footprint of this city for
it's a historical landmark.
right, legit, right.
It goes down as a historical landmark.
So let me
in the
ask you
city.
something. So does that affect the purchase? Like when you go to buy something like that, and the fact that it is a historical landmark, are there stipulations, like certain things
I have certain stipulations of what I can do with the building, and
because nobody knows that, bro. Like how many people buy buildings every day, right? And there's never,
I mean,
you never even think of that.
I mean, I've been a homeowner for 8 years now. I own both my vehicles. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I do okay. But I've never bought commercial property. It was new.
Yeah.
And buying commercial property is completely different
Sure.
than buying, regular real estate. And so that process was very, grueling, and it was a lot. It was a lot to go through. It was a lot to make sure we were good, and a lot of ebbs and flows, and buying it with the business and everything. And so I have to thank my wife, Samantha, for that, because she's just a fucking,
Behind every great man, bro.
yeah, she's just a great mind.
Yeah.
I always tell people, like, she's, we might go at each other's throats sometimes, but she's the most intelligent person I've ever met, as far as like intelligence and hard working. Yeah. Unbelievable. You know what I mean?
Well, the proof is in the pudding, bro. Just look around you.
Yeah, I have a crazy work ethic, and I'm pretty intelligent myself. And then she matches me, which is so crazy because I do have a lot of yes men in my life. I'll be honest with you. I do. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get to my position without having yes men. She's not one of them. She's not a yes man. She's not a yes woman. She's not that person to me, but she keeps me humble. She keeps me in line. And she's just very intelligent, and I couldn't have done it without her. So shout out to her. I want to give her definitely a shout out.
So would you say that directly impacts the way that you interact with your students, the people that your athletes? Because now you're not behind a computer trying to figure out 1, 2, 3, ABC.
Yeah.
You're out there in the gym. I see you all the time, bro.
I'm in the trenches. You know what I mean? Like,
where it matters, right? You're right. If you're a carpenter,
well, at the end of the day,
then you build cabinets, right?
Yeah, at the end of the day, like having her like have my back with like the books and making sure things are paid on time and this and that, and making sure the money is saved and this and that. And we have a nonprofit organization, making sure that's level. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, man. Like just the taxes in it. There's a lot that goes into it. So, there was a time in my life where she had to be home with the kids, and I kind of had to do all of it.
It's funny you said that. I was going to say and kids.
Yeah,
She's a
so
mother, too.
she would do some of it, and I would be, she'd be home with the kids, and I would have to help. Now it's more of just like I'm kind of just in the trenches. I'm in there with the guys. I'm doing what I need to do for them and myself. And then she's kind of holding down behind the scenes. And she still has the kids. Fortunately for us, if you've been to my gym, like I have a pretty good size office. It's like half my office, half playroom. So I'm fortunate enough that I can have my kids with me majority of my time, which a lot of people can't say. So, we have a good situation. But yeah, she holds it down, man. But as far as buying a commercial property, man, like, yeah, it was different. And it's a historical landmark. And it is still a historical landmark. So I know a lot of the haters might be like, oh, because Bernardo bought it. It's not. It is.
Okay.
I purchased it as a historical landmark, and it remains a historical landmark. It is being used for events and youth recreation, and that's what it's going to stay being used for.
Okay.
And as long as it's used for those reasons, it will always remain a historical landmark.
So did you have help with that? Like, did you have like legal assistance to get you?
Oh, I have multiple attorneys
to help along,
I have multiple.
along with that. 'Cause I'm not saying like Joe Schmo is not doing that. Like we're not purchasing something like that on our own, is what I'm saying, right? Like
I work with
I would imagine it's complicated.
Yeah, some of the best attorneys in New England. Is what I have, what I mean? And then I worked directly with the director of real estate of the diocese. So the deal got done. You know what I mean? The deal got done. It took, it originally was a three.
Dude, you were quiet about that. Nobody knew nothing.
Yeah, you have to be because there's so much hate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Do you really get a lot of hate, bro?
I get a lot of love, but I do get my fair share of hate.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I don't know why, but sometimes,
Yeah, me neither. I'm surprised.
You never know. It might be, a lot of times it's just what you.
Because I know people that deserve hate. You shouldn't.
Yeah. I don't think I do, but some people just, the way you're always a bad guy in somebody's story. You know what I mean? Unfortunately.
Yep. But, can I make? Hey, you look great, dude. I don't know what you're doing, bro, but you look amazing.
Training.
All right, I want to mention that. Dude, you walked through the door. I'm like, I saw you yesterday.
Thank you, bro.
And then today, I'm like, wow, dude, Aaron looks great, dude. You look amazing. You look like.
Yeah. So I've been going through it a little bit lately. It's been tough. You know what I mean? My mental health's kind of, even though I've been, killing it in the business and stuff like that. Mental health is always a thing I suffer with.
Sure.
So,
dude, as we all do.
As we all do, right? So the biggest thing that's been missing in my life lately has been, I'll call him Beat Down Bernardo, my fighter Aaron, and the Aaron that liked to compete, and the Aaron that liked to get in there and spar with his team and move around and feel pain. And ever since my eye injury, that guy really took a back seat. And in turn, my coaching career has taken off. Unbelievable trainer of the year, best performance team. You know what I mean? Like I've done, a lot of great things. I'm very fortunate, but I miss that guy, and I'm bringing him back. You know what I mean? Because he was a little bit of a dark passenger, but he's just.
So, so what are you saying? Yeah, what are you saying? Hold on, I'm trying to read between the lines. Yeah, what are you saying?
Who knows? I don't know. We'll see. Couple months. You know what I mean? But if anybody's wondering, I am training.
That's great. I mean? That's great.
I am training, and
wow, it's a Bobby Couto exclusive right there. I like that, dude.
There might be a.
Dude, for whatever the reasons, bro. If it's just for health, dude, it's working, bro. You're glowing, bro. You're looking great, man. You look amazing.
I mean, right off the gate, that's the original thing. You know what I mean? I want to be healthy. I want to be there for my kids.
Dude, all these goals, all these amazing goals that you're reaching, bro. It's not that you're just talking about this shit, dude. You're making it happen.
Yeah, man.
Right? Since the last time we spoke, since the last time you were in here, you've done 3 events since the last time you've been here.
3 events, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's monumental. Nobody else is doing this, dude.
Nobody else is doing it.
No one else is even coming close to this.
And
I'm
not really stopping for anybody. You know what I mean? I'm in the zone. I'm locked in.
But were you there though, bro? Were you there? Were you at a point where like, all right, dude, come on, guys, let's do this. And then nobody shows up, bro.
Yeah. I mean, my team always, what do you mean as far as like nobody shows up?
So, it's one thing for people to be in a room with you and say, wow, you're great. And I believe in you and you should do these things. And I want to help you do these things. And then it comes time to actually implement, to say, and the only reason I bring this up is because I find this more and more as you look around, right? There are certain people, you know what, say what you want. I think as things are changing in my life right now, where the momentum is picking up, where before I could manage this all on my own.
Yeah.
Right. And now I find myself like, I need help. Like I can't do everything by myself. Like I just need that support. And so when you think it's there and it's not, then
that's true. And there's only certain people in my life right now that I can say that for. And one of them is the guy sitting on to my right.
Yeah.
I met Bobby about 3 years ago, and a little bit overweight, not on a huge weight loss journey. Yeah. Just a regular guy.
You overweight?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Just a regular guy.
No kidding.
Yeah, but he was just a regular guy.
Wow.
Hitting the bag at the Y.
Yeah.
And, when I first met him, I kind of just like, I kind of looked at him, I says, what's this guy going to be? Is he just going to be, the guy that comes in, punches in, hits the bags and leaves? or does he want to be a part of this culture? Does he want to be a part of this team? Does he want to be, part of my system and join? And I told him that, and he looked me dead in the eyes, and he's like, no, I want to do this the right way. I want to be a part of your team. And he's definitely been a blessing in my life. He's definitely been a great team member, a great guy to have around. And at this point in my life, I've had a couple right hands throughout my life.
Sure.
And right now, Bobby's my right hand, so he's my assistant coach when it comes to my youth program.
Yep. Yeah.
So my youth, my peewees and my teens, Bobby helps me out with their personal training. He helps me out running classes. And he's just been my right hand. He's just been a guy that I can call on. He's there. He doesn't ask for anything.
Yeah.
If I give him anything, he's grateful, but he doesn't ask for it.
Sure.
And he's just been a great guy to have around the gym, a positive entity. And that's what I need in my life. And the thing with my business is, and that's why some people I think don't like me. So a lot of these other guys in the business, they try to look at other gyms and other coaches and other this and that, and they ask for help and they want to, let's collab, let's do something. And I've been hurt a lot in my life, and when it comes to boxing and teams and stuff like that. And I've been through so many different ebbs of flows of different, aspects of training and fighter coach relationships. And I've been hurt a lot. So the people that I have that I trust, that I can feel it in my heart, and my wife, she's the best judge of character I've ever met. And when she's like, hey, he's a good one, I grasp onto those people, and I create a team within, I create my own unit. Within my own circle. I just have my own team.
Yep.
And I do with that team, I can do anything.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because with my work ethic, my critical thinking, my wife's support, and then just a room. I just need a room. 10 guys, whatever. Guys, girls, whatever. Like-minded individuals. I can feel it. I can feel the aura. When I walk in the gym, if you walk in my gym and I don't feel you right away, man, you're not signing up. I could care less about your $60 to $100 a month. I could care less. I really could. I'm not saying that to be an arrogant asshole. It's not everything to me.
Yeah, dude, you don't want to poison the well.
Yeah, is it something to me? For sure. Yeah, it's my business.
Right,
you know what I mean? Does your membership?
But it's not worth it. It's not worth to poison the well, right?
But it's not worth it for a cancerous cell, or like you said, to poison the well.
Sure.
It's not worth it to me. So I have a team. My team is my team. My team is my team.
Yeah.
And that's it. And I don't look out. I don't look elsewhere. I don't look out. I don't work with anybody else. If you're within my circle, we can accomplish anything.
So 3 years ago, you meet this guy.
Yeah. So I'm at the YMCA.
Welcome to the show, Bobby.
Hey, how are you guys?
Great.
Appreciate you having me. First, it's been an honor to learn everything from this man. Coach Bernardo's been a blessing in my life, a father figure, and he's, I think, a year younger than me. And
that says a lot.
Taught me so much about
that says a lot. Yeah.
Family,
Character,
business. I don't really pay too much attention to those kind of things, but just his personality and his aura, I love it.
Yeah.
But about three years ago, Bobby's on a weight loss journey. The doctors are trying to get me on all these injections to lose weight, gastric bypass surgery, and
that's what they all want, bro.
Yeah, I told him. I told him right there. I said, "Hey, why wouldn't you guys just tell me to get a gym membership?" And I did it. I went.
They don't make money on a gym membership.
I went to the YMCA. Slowly started dropping pounds. Met up with nutritionists and learned about food. And then somebody,
just real quick, just because, why the YMCA? What? Because me, I'm like, I'll go to Planet Fitness. Why the YMCA? What was it about the YMCA?
YMCA, it's been there since I was a kid, and
it's a place that you were familiar with. So okay, that makes sense.
You still go there, right?
Yeah,
I always like to mention things like that because people don't think of the YMCA. They don't.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very true. It's very true.
Yeah. So we're hitting the bag, and somebody tells me about punishment striking systems, and I think it's like some type of thing on like Amazon or something where it's like some type of system for boxing. And they're like, no, like Coach Aaron, he's right across the street, Aaron Bernardo. And we went there first day. Coach was a little bit late, but I stuck around and waited for him to come. And
I'm starting to learn that now.
I'm so glad I did. And then it wasn't until the passing of my grandfather, Robert Tebow Sr., where I really started getting.
How old are you? How old are you when this is all happening?
About 29 years old.
Okay.
So my grandfather passes, and now I go that next step, that next level, where we're sparring every week. Now we're sparring twice a week, and
so that struggle motivated you. That you losing somebody close to you.
It
motivated you.
It gave me a little bit of life from above.
Right? Like time is, it's not infinite. Like there's a time limit.
But it's been an unbelievable journey, and it's definitely It's something that you don't hear every day. Somebody starting boxing around 30 years old.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking the age, man. That's why I'm asking the age.
I was never.
Not only that, dude, and you're going to be headlining an event. So, but we'll get there. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, and never was in a fight in high school or anything like that. I remember my first time sparring. It was like a 16-year-old, and he whooped my ass. Like, I came home with black eyes. My mom was like, "What are you doing? You signing up boxing?" Like, I was like, "Mom, I kind of love it." Like, sitting there on the couch, like, I want to go back. And that's Coach Aaron Bernardo. He does like this Miyagi thing where it's a test every time. Even when you don't think it's a test, he wants to see you come back. And you put in that work for him, he's going to put in that work for you. And I'm so blessed to have Bernardo's boxing.
This guy's got amazing energy. You have amazing energy, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen more kindness in somebody's eyes as this guy right now. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, he's got amazing energy.
Yeah, I see it, bro.
He's just genuine.
Yeah,
there's not a lot of people you find in life.
I'm good at energy. I'm all about energy, bro. I see it.
So there's not a lot of people you find in life that are just purely genuine.
Right?
Just genuine.
I see it.
Like no hate.
Yeah, I see it.
No jealousy.
I'm ready to give you my credit cards. So it's
yeah. There's no, he's genuine. And I remember my wife was just like, yeah, Bobby's a good kid. And then it kind of switched for me. It was funny. For that example I'll give you. So when I first met Bobby, he's first coming to the gym and he's showing up for his sessions and he's doing his thing, and then I'm telling him to do certain things and he wasn't doing it.
The Miyagi method. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he wasn't doing it out of being malicious. He was just not doing it because he just wasn't comfortable or just thought he should be doing it this way or whatever. And I looked at him dead in the eyes and I scolded him. I says, "Do you want to fucking be here?" I said, "Do you want to be here? You want to do this thing the right way?" Yes. And I told him, I says, "If you want to get things done, you do it this way. You do it my way." And he did. He did it my way, and he became engulfed in the system. And when he did, what happened?
Okay.
The levels.
Was it quick? Was it quick for you? Were you in the ring fighting quick? Was it something like, Coach, I want to...
Well, styles make fights. Styles make fights. And the thing about my boxing style as a coach is I don't teach guys to box like I boxed. I was pretty fundamental, but at the same time, I was ambidextrous. I'm able to switch. I had my own style. Yeah. And some people will watch me. They'll say I'm pretty fundamental. Some people might say I'm unorthodox, but I'm me. I don't teach my fighters to box like me. You know what I mean? I was a little bit more of a boxer puncher. Every fighter I have has a different style, and Bobby is what you would call a marauder. So Bobby is in unbelievable shape. He has a very, very good gas tank. He doesn't get tired, and if he does get tired, his will pushes through, and you can't tell he's tired. He throws a lot of punches. He has some leaky defense at times, but he makes up for it with his offense. Sometimes the best defense is a good offense.
Sure.
And what I do as a coach is I know how to accentuate my fighter's strengths and mitigate their weaknesses. And, that's what I feel like I've done with Robert over here, Bobo. And
do you promote him as well? So do you pick his fighters or does he pick?
Yeah. So what Bobby's a part of right now is, so there's two different entities in boxing. So you have, there's exhibition boxing, which is just like open sparring in front of a crowd, and it's done on high levels, done on low levels. Low levels, they call it smokers, and they're great. They're great for experience. USA Boxing frowns upon it, but they are, if you've boxed, you've done one. You know what I mean? Like, there's nobody that's boxed and that hasn't done one. If you say you haven't, you're lying, But what we do and what we've grown in and what I am a big proprietor in now is USA Boxing, which is Olympic style amateur boxing. So this is the boxing organization that you enter, that you get licensed in, that you fight, you win, you go through the Golden Gloves, which is still till this day the biggest tournament because it's one of the biggest ranking. Even though there's a few ranking tournaments now, like the King of the Ring, which we just had to get one of our fighters qualify for nationals, but the Golden Gloves is what gets you to the national stage, and you compete, and if you win a national title, that kind of shows your rank as a boxer, and then from there, when you go pro, maybe you'll get signed by a bigger promoter or get a better deal, and that's what we do. So Bobby's in Olympic style amateur boxing. He's a novice still. He's got 6 fights, which a novice just means 0 to 9 fights. That's your experience level. Okay. So anybody that you fight is within that same skill range, 0 to 9 fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we do. So as far as promoting him, so I am an amateur boxing promoter. I've done a co-promotion of a pro show once with Boston Boxing Promotions, but I co-promoted it with him. But primarily I do amateur boxing. And why I do amateur boxing is what I like to do is I like to give the amateur boxers the professional feel. So amateur boxing is very uniform. It's very, red corner, red uniform, blue uniform. They don't do walkouts. We don't do entrances. We don't do walkout music. It's very, very uniform where, you can't even have sequence on your trunks. Sometimes even if you have your name on your trunks.
Because I had no idea. This is all new information to me.
Yeah,
This is very interesting.
This is
very interesting.
Yeah, and this is what I want. And I think when we go live one day, I want to educate the masses in Florida about this. But yeah, so that's what, USA Amateur Boxing is. When you go professional boxing, which we also have 7 pros that I manage, there's various promoters. And what happens is with those various promoters, now there's money involved. So you're either signed to a promoter and that promoter has promotional rights over you, your video, your photography, your fights, your purses, percentage, like everything, your contracts. Like if you're signed to Boston Boxing, they have control. If you're signed to CES, they have control. If you're signed to the Granite Chin, you have control. Or you're a free agent. And if you're a free agent, you pretty much just rely on your management, which is what I am. I'm a manager. And you can fight for various promotions, sign different deals, and you're not locked into any one promoter. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
If you are locked into a promoter, they have, dibs over your promotional rights. And then if you want to cross promotion, then the promoters have to make that deal. I've done it all. I've had multiple fighters signed to various promotions. I've signed to almost every promotion in New England, and now I have a lot of free agents. We're liking free agency right now. Some people will argue it and say that you should be signed to somebody. I don't argue it at all. I think right now I'm just in the stage of my career where I'm trying out free agency. And
in this case, you can pick and choose, right? Like,
you can pick and choose.
Try this guy out.
It's just like dipping your fingers in all the pots.
If he doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. No hard feelings.
You know what I mean? And there's a lot of great promoters right now. There's a lot of, the market's a little flooded right now as far as professional boxing promoters in New England. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. I'll give them all shout outs right now. There's Boston Boxing Promotions, who I work with very closely. There's Granite Chin Promotions, who I work with closely. There's CES, who's probably the longest standing promoter in New England. He is. There's Vertex Promotions. There's Rivera Promotions. There's the Nolan Brothers Boxing Promotions, who I work closely with. I commentate for Nolan Brothers, and I also commentate for Peter. Me and Peter have done shows together. So yeah, you know what I mean? So that's professional boxing. And professional boxing, it's all about, I mean, like we talked about Jake Paul in the past, right?
It's
about selling the fight. You know what I mean? It's about the heel, the good guy, the bad guy, selling the fight, the sequence on the trunks, the names on the trunks, no shirt, headgear, smaller gloves,
all the flair,
no shirt, no headgear. You know what I mean? Like it's all the flair. Like it's entertainment. Like professional boxing is boxing plus entertainment. Like it's just a different aspect. The way this, and to be honest with you, the way the rounds are, the way the sport's fought, it is a little bit different. The pacing is different. Like professional boxing and amateur boxing, the scoring, everything, it is different. They are like they're the same sport, but they're different. What this show is.
Are you judging a level of entertainment? Is it almost as if boxing, what you're talking about, is strictly the sport and the technique of the sport?
Yeah.
The other is a little bit of both, like the sport technique and then a little bit of entertainment in there?
When you hear about things like dirtiness in the game and, different things that go on behind the scenes and guys, you're getting screwed over on their purses, whatever it may be, like money is the root of all evil. That's just God's honest truth, right?
Amen.
So when money gets involved, things change. Well, guys aren't getting paid in the amateurs. So what amateur boxing is the root of the sport. It's the roots of the sport. It's the sport. You know what I mean? It's just boxing. It's nothing else. There's no purses, this and that. Does it have its little bit of drama here and there? Does it have its rivalries? Of course it does. Everybody does. It's got 2 men fighting in a ring, but it's different. It's the heart of the sport. So amateur boxing is the heartbeat of the sport. Professional boxing is, what everybody wants to become, but it's a business. Professional boxing is a business. Amateur boxing is a sport. So I promote. So I'm in a kind of a funny position. So I'm a coach. I'm a coach first. I'll always be a coach first. I'm a coach before I'm a fighter. I'm a coach before I'm a promoter. I'll always be a coach first. I'll always be a gym owner first. These
right. You're not going to let somebody get in the ring who shouldn't be in the ring.
Yeah. Like, this is what I do. You know what I mean? Like I'm a coach. So all these guys that fight for me, I am their coach. You know what I mean? I guess you could also call me their manager as far as a amateur boxing standpoint. Like I'm their coach and then I'm their manager. I make their matches.
I think you're a lot more than that, but we'll leave that.
Yeah. I make their matches, but at the same time, you know, in certain aspects of amateur boxing, I don't have control. Like if, like I entered Bobby into a tournament, the St. Patty's Day tournament, and he had to fight who he fought. I didn't make his matches. Whoever entered the division, you fight who you fight. You know what I mean? A show like this, which is called an invitational, I'm making the entire card. So yeah, I picked his matchup. You know what I mean? And by picking his matchup, this kid's no slouch. Like I have to match us according to age, weight, and experience level. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where in professional boxing, that's not always the case.
Gotcha.
You see a lot of, you know, there's guys in professional boxing called the B side. Some people hate that term. It's a used term though. Stepping stone. And these guys are.
But it's necessary though, right?
Well, it's necessary to make the world go around, to make the sport go around. So those are the guys that come in that aren't really necessarily worried about their record or winning.
Right. Payday.
They just want to they want to pay their rent, man. You know what I mean? And then you got the other guys who have the backing, have the ticket sales, have the fan base, and they want to build that record. You know what I mean? And it takes a couple of those stepping stones to build that record. But what happens is some guys build that record too much. And then when they finally got a guy with a steady heartbeat in front of them, it's almost like they forgot how to box, which is in the amateurs, that doesn't happen. So one thing I can tell you is sometimes you go to a professional show and you'll see some lopsided matchups. What you won't see at my show is that. What you'll see at my show is guys who have fought in the nationals. We have nationally ranked boxers on my show, guys qualifying for that. Chris Rivera just qualified for nationals in Puerto Rico. He just won the King of the Ring title. Malik Johnson has fought in the nationals. Carlos Delgado has fought in the nationals. Who else? There's so many. Rancel Correa has fought in the nationals. So there's a bunch of kids that are going to be fighting on my card on Saturday that have fought for the nationals. And what I'm doing is I'm partnering with USA Boxing and our high performance team, and the open class fighters that do win, we're going to give them points towards their national rank.
Oh wow!
So I'm looking to donate.
So there's more at stake here.
Yeah, for the open class. So what open class means is you have over 10 boxing matches. So once you go over 10 boxing matches, you become open class. So you could have 11 fights and fight somebody with 28 fights.
Oh, okay.
You could have 28 fights and fight somebody with 72 fights. So it's like what I call is just a doghouse. You know what I mean? Like it's the creme de la creme. It's the top notch. And so Bobby isn't actually our main event. He is a novice, but he will be one of our co-features. He's going to be later in the card. We're going to blow it up. You know, Bobby's going to fight when the night goes down, when the lights go down.
All right.
He's got an amazing get up. It's just going to be cool. But our main event is a kid, Mason Almeida, who I wanted to be here today, but he had to work. He's one of our open classes. He's been with me the longest. He's my longest reigning.
And who's he fighting?
He's fighting a kid named Luis Diaz from Rude Dog Boxing. And and he's looking to.
Where's that? Where are they from?
They're from Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're from Connecticut.
Well, so just real quick, just to the audience, how many different little places are people coming from?
Oh, a lot. I mean, I have a kid coming from Canada.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, I have Connecticut, New Jersey.
See, I don't think people know that, dude. People don't know that, dude. People have no idea.
Then we obviously have Fall River, Southie, Boston, Dorchester, all over.
That's cool, man.
These kids come from all over. So
that's cool.
Yeah, we have I know, like just off the top of my head, we got Raging Dog Boxing, we got Grealish Boxing, we got South Shore Boxing Club, Rude Dog Boxing, Main Event Boxing. Who else, Bobby? Did I miss anybody? Anything?
Our boys from Revere
Boxing. Yep. So we got a lot of different gyms all coming down. So this is a USA Boxing sanctioned event. And what's different for me that day is like I have to be a promoter that day. So I have to deal with all the logistic aspects. I have to deal with the money aspects, the tickets, making sure the food trucks are in the right way, the vendors are in the right way, my fighter setups are in the right way, my commission is taken care of. Like that's my job that day. And I have to make sure all those logisticals are taken care of. But I also have 7 athletes that are going to fight that night.
Wow.
And I got to take that cap off for a second, put my coach's cap on. And I got to work these guys' corners because if I'm not in their corners, it's not the same.
No, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
So, and it's not, I got to warm them up, not just physically, but mentally. You know what I mean? Like,
Bobby, how do you feel?
There's a lot.
You psyched, bro?
Yeah, it's amazing. And
I want to talk about the card in a second, but
I mean, just thinking about Coach in the corner, like he plays us all like a video game, and he's telling us everything that we got to do right there in the ring. He's the loudest one cheering for us the whole time, and man, I love this man.
So I just want to take a step back here. So we left off with you. It was your grandfather passed away. You got motivated. You get in the ring. How many fights have you had since then? Have you been in the ring?
Yeah. So
tell them the whole story. Bob.
So 6 fights total. But the whole story with that, right? So we're sparring now, and we're getting into it. We go from 283 pounds to 139 pounds. My first fight was the Marciano tournament.
Wow.
And
that you had to, right? Like if you wanted to fight that fight, you had to get in the weight class. You got to get in that.
It was almost like I wanted to do like exactly half of my weight too. So like
that's amazing, bro.
Now we're fighting 54, but Yeah, Ashbilal Billy, he was my first opponent. He got me. So
Another kid, open class, high level fighter.
amazing fighter, but I took the loss that day. My second fight, someone from Capiello's gym, Will Longwy, another good fighter. It was a great fight. Took the loss. So I start 0-2. But now it gets a little bit funny. So I worked the overnight shift, and everybody just thought I was leaving to go to work type thing at the end of the night. And I had no idea I was driving. I blacked out, whether they called it punch drunk. I got into a really bad car accident.
This is after a fight?
Yeah, after my second fight.
Oh, wow.
He had a seizure.
Wow. And this is here? This is
in Fall River, yeah.
Okay,
At the
all right.
CYO.
Okay, all right.
So I got into a really bad car accident. They said I was supposed to take a left. I live in Somerset, over the Bragger Bridge. Instead,
Okay.
I took a right up a one-way and
Oh, wow.
hit a transformer, car all messed up on fire.
Do you remember any of it?
No, so I was seeing ghosts even. So when the paramedics got on scene, I told them, hey, my aunt went to go get you guys. She told me I was having a seizure, and she was a nurse, red hair, butterfly tattoo type thing, whatever I told them. And so they're looking for my aunt for a couple hours afterwards, after I'm already at the hospital. And the lady I was talking about was my Auntie Dawn, and she's been gone for about 10 years.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, so
That's powerful, bro.
I'm
That's
really,
powerful, man.
I really am blessed to be here. So we took a year off from competition. We got back into it, and actually going back, one of those first messages while I'm laying in that hospital bed was from Coach, and Coach was like, "Hey, listen, like there's still something for you to do here. The kids need you, Bobby," and that's the kids boxing program, and that kept my spirit alive almost.
Wow, dude.
And I still have the text message to this day, and yeah, so we slowly, trained, worked pads, stayed in shape. And my next fight was about a year later.
I'm sorry. I don't, it's so important. How long were you in the hospital?
Not long. So there were no injuries.
Wow. See, this is the shit that's amazing to me, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Car was completely gone.
Yeah.
If you see a picture of this car, it was bad.
Wow.
And I was really, more happy that I didn't hurt anybody else, because
Sure,
I
bro.
wouldn't have been able to live with myself if I took out a minivan with 4 kids or something like that off.
Right.
But yeah, I was even, doing my 1-2s in the hospital, trying to convince them to let me go home that night and be with my dog, my little Roxy dog. And they made me stay the night. The next
Smart, dude. Just like right there. We're just gonna observation. Just make sure you're all right. Which makes sense too, because just happened. You don't know, right? And
Oh yeah, no.
they're like earthquakes. You have one, then all of a sudden you have like a tremor. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like-
Charlton. I worked at Charlton for years, so my father still works there, and my godmother's resource nurse there.
Mm.
They have an amazing ER team.
Yeah.
My sister actually works in the ER right now. She's a tech.
So how long before you're at the gym?
Honestly, it was only a couple days.
Dude, that's
You
awesome.
couldn't
Dude,
keep me
I love
away.
this. I love
He
this.
was back Monday. I
Yeah.
think.
That's awesome,
Couldn't
bro.
keep me
That
away.
is
We
awesome,
definitely
dude.
made that next kids class.
Yeah. Definitely had a guardian angel looking over you, bro.
Yeah. and
Definitely. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, she's still there, bro. She's
Yeah,
still
she
there.
is.
You know what I mean? Like, you could see it. You could see it.
Yeah, even
Absolutely.
God's been
Yeah.
a huge blessing in my life.
Humble, right, bro? You become humble. Like, life is, right?
Absolutely.
It's,
I owe everything to the God.
right? It's
I
finite.
absolutely
It's,
do. And yeah, we kept going. So about a year later, it's now the St. Patty's Day tournament. We win our first match. We make
Right,
it to
man.
the finals.
all right.
Finals didn't go so good.
So how many rounds? How many rounds?
3 2-minute rounds, and it was unbelievable to see. So me as a coach, I carry everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I carry a lot of it internally. And when Bobby got hurt, it messed me up for a little bit. And my whole thing was like, we got to protect Bobby. We got to protect Bobby. I got to make sure Bobby's brain's good. So I didn't let him spar, get hit for a year at least, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And then, Bobby looked at me and he's like, Coach, I think I want to get this win. I want to at least get this win. I'm like, all right, Bobo, like we could try it. You know what I mean? Like, let's try it. Let's get in there. And he did. And
Yeah.
I started, like, every fighter has like their arc, where I start seeing them change. I start seeing them become superhuman.
Okay. Yeah.
Remember when we talked about that?
Absolutely. Dude, we
first
named the
time.
title after it.
Yeah, we named
right,
it, yeah, amazing.
Yep.
So I start seeing an individual become superhuman. I start seeing them take punches differently, receive punches differently. I started seeing him with Bobby, and I started seeing the style he was developing, like this fucking marauder, just going punch after punch, and this awkward, weird defense. And I'm like, damn. Then I start seeing Bobby in the gym with guys who are some of my better guys,
Yeah.
and he's holding his own. I'm like, damn. all right, dude. And then we do this thing called time, which is like a slow sparring. I start working with Bobby a little bit. I'm like, all right, Bobby, like if we were going 100%, you might be getting to me a little bit. Like I can feel it. You know what I mean? I can see it. I'm like, oh, fine. All right, man. And then that's when I'm like, let's get this kid a fight. You know what I mean? Like it's different now. And we had a good matchup, our first one, and Bobby went in there and just 3 rounds, 6 minutes, nonstop punching, just beat this kid's head in, really. And he won the unanimous decision. You just couldn't take it from him. You know what I mean? It just beat the crap out of him. And yeah, he made it to the finals. And
so this is a year after your accident? So like a year after your accident.
Yeah, about a year. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'll let Bobby finish it up.
Yeah. So the finals, doesn't go our way. Coach saves me on that day too. I think I almost get knocked out. But
yeah, so Bobby, he fought a big puncher, Jorman Kurikas or something
Vasquez,
like that.
Yeah, he was great. He's a
big
great
puncher.
Fighter.
I think he's knocked down every opponent he's ever fought. So he caught Bobby, equilibrium, took his legs, and Bobby went down. And this is a lesson for fighters. This is a lesson for anybody. I've been in this game a long time. There's people who've been in here longer, but just like I forget what movie it is. I think it's Cinderella Man. He's like, yeah, I got pain. I got pain. I got experience too. I forget what movie that comes from, but everybody has their own pain. Everybody has their own experience. And what I learned is you can always live to fight another day. So, that day wasn't Bobby's day, even though the week before it was like one of the best days I've ever seen him have.
Yeah.
The week after, he had one of the worst days.
Yeah.
Seen him go down, but I knew, a lot of times people don't understand when you get hit like that and like your legs go out for a second, those aren't the real damaging blows. What's damaging is if you get up after that and then you continue to take the shots. That's what accumulates the damage. It's the little jabs afterwards that accumulates it. And I think that's why in his first fight, he had some trouble. That first fight, he got stopped and he had that seizure. Yep. I think that's what was the cause of that. I think because he got stopped on his feet. I think he got a little rocked and then, the ref let it go a little bit, continued, and, neither here or there. You never know.
Right. Dude, people don't think it hurts.
Medical's a mystery.
People think the gloves, like if you don't know, you don't know. Like I've been punched with a glove, and dude, it's other than having knuckles, there's no difference, dude. The force.
Well, yeah, you're fighting and these guys fight with 10 or 12-ounce gloves.
But if you don't know, dude, people watch and they have no idea the force, the amount of force that's in that impact. You know what I mean? Like that's
most grown men that have never. If you tell me that you've never boxed before, you won't last 2 minutes in a ring.
Well, I heard different from Loco.
Yeah, Loco wouldn't last 1 minute.
Loco says he's elusive, and he said if he did this, he could do it for 3 rounds.
I love Loco. Minutes. He's a hilarious dude, but I mean,
dude, I actually said, I'm like, there's no way.
There's no way. 2 minutes with it, and I'm not being an asshole to Loco at all. He's just not about. If Loco started training with me, and I could turn him into that superhuman, I know I could. Yeah, that's a different story.
He's got potential. I watched him chase a train. Did you see him?
Yeah, he chased a train. Yeah, sure, man. Cool. Yeah, that's cool. I know guys that run 10 miles and then they can't do 3 minutes. We've had guys come to the gym I had a kid come to the gym he's a state trooper in the military, and he used to box, and he hadn't boxed in a long time, and he's running miles, right? He's running 10 miles, and then 2 rounds with Bobby, bro, he's exhausted. You know what I mean? So, and that's a trained athlete. Never mind the guy coming off the street. Because I don't think
people realize it's your whole body. Like you're literally, your whole body is in motion at all times.
Even what I do, man. Like even though I'm not, like even just holding the pads with these guys every day, constantly. All these other coaches doing the same thing. Like your body moves in a different way. Your heart rate goes at a different speed. Like my interval heart rate is different, bro. Like me not even being in fight shape, I'm still in better shape than the average guy. I know I am. Right. You know what I mean?
Even the endurance end of it, right? Because that's a lot. That's what it takes, right? To be able to go the distance, right? If I can stand up longer than you, and if I can get a decision, right? That's a strategy, right? That's
keep going.
Just keep going, right?
At the end of the day, like Bobby has that style where it's like he's gonna, if he don't knock you out, he's gonna will you. You know what I mean? And he's gonna will himself. And
never quit.
Never quit, bro.
He ain't gonna stop.
I see it, dude. I see it in your eyes, bro, dude. I see it.
Yeah, you gotta be ready for
it. If I fell off a cliff and somebody had to hold my hand off, it'd be this guy.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I want Bobby to hold my hand. Bobby's gonna say, dude, you won't let go. This guy wouldn't let go. He wouldn't let go. I see it.
But anyways, even after that loss, he still got his first win. Bobby, he had told me he had another goal. He's like, Coach, he's like, I love, like, did you have a family member that had Parkinson's?
Yeah, punch for Parkinson's. And even it could be me in 20 years, right? Like Gramps actually died of Lou Gehrig's disease.
Oh, wow.
So it's in, similar family, obviously completely different. But yeah, what Ryan Roach has done for the Punch for Parkinson's organization, I absolutely love that. Now we do the ring setups for a lot of them.
Yeah, we have a contract with them, so it's pretty cool,
And I always told
I'd love
Coach,
to get involved in that too. Maybe we could talk after. If there's
for sure,
somehow I can get involved in that.
Always told
Bobby Couto
Coach
show.
I wanted to do a Punch for Parkinson's show. And it came up. They needed a fighter last minute. I think it was like 4 days notice. But
Wow.
Yeah, so Bobby came on the ring rental, helped me set up the ring,
No
hard
shit.
labor, the whole thing, and then he fought that night and he got a W.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Good for you,
Yeah,
bro.
another
Good for
unanimous
you.
decision. And,
Dude, that ring's no joke. That's
he looked unbelievable. And then was there another one after that? Or
and then we had Aiden Diaz. That was our last CYO, and that one, it was like me coming home, performing at the CYO. I've never performed at the CYO since my car accident.
Oh, all right.
So he finally comes. So this was emotional for me. Like I cried. So like the last time Bobby was in the ring, he gets stopped, and then he has the seizure, and then all that problem.
Yep.
Now he's back in the ring. He's off a win streak. He's a new guy and new skill set. And he goes in with this kid, Aiden Diaz, who's a bigger kid than him. Bobby's coming up a weight class to 160, and Bobby knocked him out.
Dude, talk about a Cinderella story.
Bobby
right?
knocked him out with an overhand right,
Right.
Stopped him.
Good for you, bro.
Congratulations. And when
man.
he won,
congratulations.
it was so beautiful though, because Bobby's been with me for so long now. And even when he wasn't in the ring, he would help me run fighters at my events, do some corner work with me here and there, just always be at the ring rentals, just always be a helping hand to the commission.
Yeah.
So the commission got friendly with him, knows Bobby now. And when Bobby won, he hit that kid and they stopped the fight. He's jumping up and down, screaming, and the crowd goes crazy. And the commission doesn't like that stuff.
Yeah, right.
Remember I told you they're very uniform?
Yes.
So you can't stuff like
Yeah,
that.
don't spike the football. Yeah, don't spike the football.
They get crazy.
Right?
They get crazy.
Yeah.
But I grabbed him. I grabbed Bobby and I just held him. And I looked at the commission dead in the eye and I said, stop. I said, let him have his moment. Like, you know what he's been through?
Right.
And they all looked at me like this. They all, I swear to God.
That's awesome. Bro.
Chief officials, vice president, I love them. They're all great guys.
Yeah.
But like,
let them have a moment.
They'll tell you to F off. You know what I mean? It's their show at that point.
Sure,
right?
of course.
But they looked at me and they knew what he had been through.
Yeah.
And they saw in my eyes and they looked at me and they said, and I remember Tommy was
cool,
like,
man.
Tommy was like, nah, that's his moment, man. I'm so fucking happy for that kid, man.
Yeah.
Like, it was unbelievable. And I'm going to be honest with you, even though like I don't have Bobby as the main event, you're making me want to make him the main event, Bob. I don't have him as the main event.
You're a main event, Bobby. You're a main event, buddy.
He's a co-feature for sure.
Yes, yeah.
And I think, we're fighting a kid, Philip Bennett from Grealish, who I have a great relationship with. Grealish Boxing, Coach Fire, worked with me before. Like, we came up together. He's a great guy, great coach. And, well, he's not with Grealish anymore. I apologize. He's on his own now. But anyways, I know August 2nd is my birthday. I don't know if you know that.
I didn't know that, dude.
It's my 31st birthday.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
What, dude, we're going to have a lot of people celebrating your birthday.
Yeah. A lot of people celebrate my birthday.
A lot of people,
that day.
bro.
But I think the dog, Bobby Tebow, I think August 2nd is going to be a day for him to remember in the most positive way possible. I think I think I could put Godzilla in with him that day. I don't think he'll beat him.
Right. I believe that, bro.
It is, Coach's birthday, a day of Portugal.
Yeah.
I'm half Portuguese. Family's from Terceira.
Okay.
Grandma's brothers, they were bullfighters in Terceira.
Oh wow!
And
Matador.
Yeah,
Matador,
so
right?
we got the
Bobby the Matador. You're right.
the dog.
I like that.
Yeah, so we got the uniform similar to theirs. We're gonna come out with like khaki style shorts, red belt, white shirt, and yeah, we got to just take every fight, one
it's gonna
fight
be
at
an
a
unbelievable
time.
day.
Absolutely, Bobby. What do you see yourself like? Are you going to keep fighting? Do you see yourself like? What are your aspirations in the boxing world? Like, what do you see yourself 5 years from now?
It's whatever God has planned for me. So right now I work the overnight shifts at like a site group home type thing.
Yep.
And we just passed the test to become a Massachusetts firefighter.
Oh wow!
So I'm trying to become a firefighter.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
It's a very very tough job to
It's
crack.
a very selfless job, bro. It's a very selfless job,
and that's exactly who I am.
Yeah.
I'm running in, saving all the grandmas and puppy dogs, and doing whatever needs to be done.
I didn't get that from him.
Yeah,
I see it, bro.
Who would have
I
thunk?
see it. I see it.
But yeah, God's definitely has a plan for me, and I mean, I'm on that like Jim Carrey mode where I'm just saying yes to everything because we don't know what opportunity is going to come from it. And I'm very grateful to even be here in this room right now telling my story.
Appreciate that, bro. I think the audience, that's a very important lesson. Say yes to everything, man, right? Because the opportunities that you miss when you just, right?
And I tell Bobby all the time, like, he always calls me a father figure and he learns so much from me. I learn things from him, man, like to be graceful, to be appreciative, to live in the moment, to take care of your body, to go for it, to say yes. And that's why I'm kind of on this new journey with me too. Like, I'm starting to find my spirituality again a little bit. It's been very tough, but I'm starting to find it.
That's great, man. That's great.
I'm starting to
I struggle with that.
take care of my body again, and eat right again, and just be. I see the discipline that Bobby has. We're going to Ring Rentals, man, and he brings a cooler, and he's got freaking blueberries and this and that, and everything's packed up.
Dude, who's inspiring who here, bro? You see this, brother?
Well,
dude, take that, dude.
Well,
take that.
That's what I tell him.
Absolutely,
you know what
brother.
I mean? Like,
absolutely, man.
I always get the thing of, you inspire me to do this, but he inspires me. You know what I mean?
Exactly, dude.
It's just the same.
Exactly,
and,
brother. Dude, it's like you said when you sat down here in the beginning of this episode, and that was, it's the people you surround yourself with, bro. You know what I mean?
It's the people you surround yourself with, you know what I mean? And that's like, and at the end of the day, like, I'm not in competition with anybody anymore. I really am not. Anybody's that feels I'm their enemy, I'm not your enemy. I'm good. I'm just me.
Dude, you're winning.
Yeah,
Aaron, you could say that, right?
That's
but
cool.
I'm sitting here as your friend saying, dude, you're winning. I see no one doing what you're doing, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I'm just running my business.
Yeah.
I'm just running what I love to do. The Herald News just did an article on me. I'm very grateful, but like what they said, I've had South Coast Today say the same thing. Like his winding road, man spends his whole life in, but like this is all I know. Like this is, I've been a public servant and I've been in boxing, and like this is what I do, and this is what I love. This is what I'll always love. You'll never deter me.
But I told you, I said before, you are the epitome of what the show's about, and that is do what you love, and the money's a byproduct. Like you don't have to worry about it.
It's a byproduct.
You do what you love, passion, and like you surround yourself, and people find you, dude. Like, and I that's what I find. Like the more I do this, the more I find myself around. Right? Like, and it's this connection. Like I know you now, I know you, Bobby, right? Like, and now I'm grateful for that. You know what I mean? And this keeps happening over and over again. Yeah. And even, dude, we'll talk about the Lit Summer event with Loco. Mm-hmm. That was profound for me too, dude. I was not expecting that day to go the way that it went. I sat down thinking, I'll interview a couple of people, not a big deal. Dude, I had people lined up outside that tent, like arguing because they were trying to get in because they wanted to sit down and be on the show. And everyone that I sat down with, although they were all so different, they all had the same common story, and that was struggle, right? Trauma to, I'm not going to just be this, I want to be this. And every single one of them was there. And like I said, it's all roads lead here, right? Like you decide that you want these things in your life, and you know what the struggle is, and that drives and that fuels your motivation to create, right?
Yeah, everybody that I've met in my life, like I have so many different moving parts in my life and people that work with me or work for me, whatever you want to call it. And I guess I do a lot for them, you know what I mean? And sometimes I don't even realize it, I guess I do a lot for them, but they do a lot for me too. And they forge me opportunities too. And I see that, you know what I mean? I see what everybody's strengths are. I know what everybody's weaknesses are. I know what everybody's strengths are.
Sure.
Every person in my life adds to my story, you know what I mean? And,
yes.
And that's what makes
it great. But again,
it's
it's all the selflessness, you know what I mean, dude? You're giving up so much of.
I had a guy today come to the gym, and he hadn't been in the gym forever, and he pulled me aside and he's like, hey, I've been going through it mentally a little bit, and I'm sorry I haven't been in, and new relationships come and gone, and I lost a bunch of muscle, and he's just talking to me, right? He's just really talking to me. He's like, hey, Bob, I woke up today and I said I needed to come here to feel good. Dude, and I'm sorry I haven't been here in so long.
That's profound, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he said, I'm sorry I haven't been here in so long, but I wanted to come here today to feel, And I was like, dude, I'm like, this door's always open for you, bro. And like, I don't know, man. Like, sometimes I just sit back, bro. Like, sometimes I'll be on fucking Instagram Reels, dude, and I'll be scrolling, and I see these boxing coaches and this and that, and I look at it, and I go like this. I do this, bro. Like, I can't even believe it, bro. Like, I own the CYO. It's now it's Bernardo.
Right,
boxing.
Dude. Right.
I run a box. I remember working as a CO in the prison. Pounding tears, third shift, overnight.
Just making it, dude. Just
working
right?
overnights.
Right.
The money was okay. The money was good. Obviously, it was a state job. It was good. It was secure, but forced overtime every other day, 16-hour shifts, and just miserable. You know what I mean? Just like
negative. Well, that's what I mean. Just making it like the strength to pull yourself through.
Yeah,
those
there was
shifts,
just negative energy around. I'm helping put my wife through college. She's fucking crying every day because she don't got a clinical patient. And I'm in my apartment. I'm 20 years old, 21 years old, 22, whatever it may be. I forget. But I remember once in a while I go visit my parents, and I always remember this moment. I remember standing on the couch with my dad. And I was always training people. Like I've always been in boxing, so I would train people on the side here and there, whatever. I remember just like sitting on the couch with him, and he like looked at me, and I'm like looking at something on my phone. He's like, "You'd love to own a gym one day, huh?" And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "You'd love to own your own gym one day, huh? Wouldn't that be cool? Imagine that." I'm like, "Yeah, man, it'd be crazy. It'd be awesome. I don't even know where to start." I remember just looking at the phone. I remember when we Googled it, like, "Wow, you start a boxing gym?" Like, gives you no answers, And I'm just like, "How?" And I did it, man. And now I run arguably one of the best gyms in New England, one of the biggest businesses in New England, one of the biggest businesses in my city. And I was just able to purchase a historical landmark.
Dude, and I want to add what you offer to the community as well. Like you're not just doing boxing. You're doing programs. You're bringing women in. You're doing fitness programs. Like there's a lot going on.
Oh, the women have been like, so like women are tough because like, you know, obviously it's they're not tough, but being around such a testosterone filled environment, such an intimidating environment. But I've always loved training women. I love teaching self-defense to them. I love teaching them self-defense through boxing and making them feel empowered and showing them my system. Not just doing like box fit. Hey, just like, these girls that I train, they know the combos, they know the defensive maneuvers. And I brought that back. I lost that for a long time because I got so engulfed with the competition aspect. So recently, in the past, you know, half a year, I brought back my women's program. So I call it my women's small group. And I have like about 10 women that it's like a half personal training, half circuit training, and they train with me 3 days a week consistently.
So Aaron, if they want to do this, how do they get in touch with you to do this?
You could just message me on my website, bernardoboxing.square you can shoot us a message through there. You can find me on Bernardo_boxing FR on Instagram. Shoot me a message through there. You can friend request me, Aaron Bernardo, on Facebook. If I don't accept your request, I don't accept all requests. Send me a message on top of the request. And then you can go on Bernardo Boxing on Facebook and also send me a message, and I'll definitely get back to you. Either me or my wife will be getting back to you. She has access to my account.
Can they swing by?
You guys can swing by the gym, 403 Anawan Street, Fall River, Mass. I'm there every day by 4:30, the latest. I'm usually there till 9:30 at night. Doors lock about 8 o'clock. It's private training from 8 to 9:30. But yeah, man, so the women have been, so the other day, I'll just tell you this. So the other day, I started this new class, which you sponsored for the first 10 people, which is amazing. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, bro.
It's called Fight Club Nightclub.
I love that.
So I wanted to do something different where like we light it up, make it look like a nightclub in there. We play fun music and we do like just box fit drills. You know, we do, you know, anybody can do it, any experience level, any woman can do it. It's very basic bag drills, a lot of calisthenic cardio stuff, just making it fun. We dance in between sets. Like we just have a good time. And sometimes with the guys, it's work. You know what I mean? So
right.
we get in there. It's like, you know, it's pretty routine. Hey, run your stairs, do your calisthenics. Everybody caught up? All right, cool. Team warm up, do the team warm up. After the team warm up's done, guys, okay, glove up. We do a little seminar. All right, guys, we're going to go over this drill today. Partner up. As guys are partner up, whoever has a session with coach comes in the ring with me. I do my pad work. 10, 12 guys, 6 guys, whatever it may be. Run through my pad work. Okay, look at the clock. All right, 8 o'clock. All right, guys, suit up. Everybody suits up. Headgear's on. Fall protectors, mouthpieces in. 4-minute rounds.
Very structure.
8 to 10 rounds. We spar. Boom, 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 boom. How many times you spar this week? All right, you'll do 6 today. You'll do 4. You'll do 8. Cool. Everybody works with everybody. 2 different rings, mat space, and then it's done. You know what I mean? Bag drill at the end. Call it. That's my life. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Like you said, it's structured. It works. If it's not broken, don't fix it. And that's what we do. But it gets a little monotonous sometimes. But that's job. That's your job. That's my job. That's their job. I tell them it's my job, it's your job.
That's the grind. That's the stuff that's the necessary.
And you don't want to do that every day.
Right,
what's discipline? Discipline is doing it when you're not motivated. So like, that's the discipline of it. But sometimes when you do that, and if I'm having a bad day, sometimes my mental health is in the gutter for no reason because I have a fantastic life. I have amazing, beautiful children. I have an amazing wife. I have an amazing business. I have great friends. But my brain chemistry goes negative. And it's just the way my body makeup is. My parents were the same way. And I'm just born with anxiety. I just have it. I'm riddled with it. And I have days,
but awareness of that is very important, bro. Yeah, you know what I mean?
It is. And I have great days. And I have days where I'm weak. But I try to be strong for my team and everybody. And this last week was a tough week for me. And I think we're just coming off of all the stuff and just all the stuff that's going to be coming on with the show. I'm ready for it all. Like, believe me, when you see me on August 2nd, I'm ready to fucking rumble. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like you catch.
I can't wait, bro. I'm so excited. I cannot wait.
Don't get it twisted. Like just because I'm opening up a little bit. When you see me on August 2nd, like don't fuck with me. Like, make sure if you're buying a ticket, you have your fucking ticket.
Absolutely.
You know, 2 coaches per corner.
Dude, you did it right. You did this all. You did this all right.
Be ready to rumble, man. Like I'm ready to go. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I'm locked in. You know, like, there's no shadow of a doubt. I'm locked in. You come in my gym, bro. I'm locked in. Like I'll always be there for the guys. I'll always get it done. And I thank Coach Bobby for helping me out. Sometimes the days where I need a little bit of help, he backs me up with the kids. You know what I mean? Like that helps me out a lot, man. Like it takes me from doing 100 to 150 rounds of pass a day to 70. It's nice.
Wow.
Gives me a little break, and it's teaching him at the same time. And
right.
You know what I mean? It's just making him better as an instructor. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is that something you could see yourself doing?
For sure.
I mean, we could definitely.
Because obviously you're doing youth counseling. You're working with. You're already in that realm, right? That's already what you do.
I love the kids program ever since it came to the CYO, and It's unbelievable. Even the moms and dads that bring those kids every week, like that's a lot of commitment.
Sure it is.
And that's very hard. And
Yeah.
for these kids to learn discipline and, you know,
Dude, what a compliment.
boxing
Right?
is such a tough sport and very, you know, barbaric.
Don't you want
some
your
would say,
kids?
but
Don't you want your kids coming to a gym where I'm there teaching them, and somebody like Coach Bobby's there teaching them?
Can I say something? I go to your gym. Your kids are there.
My kids
Like
are there.
all your kids are there. Like
Yeah, and my kids take the class.
It's that healthy. It's that healthy. You walk in that door, you feel the energy in that place.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, you can go anywhere else.
Yes.
I'm not talking bad about anybody, but like all I'm saying is what we offer. If you come into my gym, why wouldn't you want somebody like us, like with my experience, with my track record, with my resume? It speaks for itself.
Absolutely.
And then somebody with the integrity of this man right here, you know, even though he's learning as a coach, he's been in the ring, he's been there, done that right now. And he's learning as a coach. I'm teaching him, like, you know, he's getting the physical aspects, you know, the pad work. That's one aspect. I'm teaching him, you know, the mental aspects now, how to talk to the kids, how to do things to the kids, how to get through to them. You know what I mean? It's the little things like that. But who wouldn't want to learn from these guys?
Right.
But going back to the women just real quick, like the other day when I taught that class, I taught that Fight Club nightclub class. And we have it lit up. I'm feeling like shit. I'm saying to my wife, I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna make it through today. She's like, what do you mean? I was like, I think I'm just gonna like go to the ER or something. Like I feel like shit. I feel out of it. I don't think I'm gonna stay today. And she's like, all right, come on, Aaron. Like, you're fine. You're good. You're good. I have a lot of like health anxiety, stuff that I deal with, you know, for no reason. For no reason. But I deal with it. And it's just me. And I said,
it's the brain, dude. It's
my brain.
The brain's perfectly imperfect.
Plays tricks on me, right? So I go, okay. I'm like, let's do this. I'm like, let's do this. Put my headset on, things on, boom, boom. 12 girls come in the room. A lot of new faces. And I ran just such a fun class. And I'm talking with these girls and I'm laughing with them. I'm spitting jokes at them. And I'm just like finding that part of my personality and just like loving life and just having a good time and cracking jokes and this and that. And before I know it, we're over the class. We're almost an hour in. I end the class and I told them how much they meant to me that day.
Wow.
And how they pulled me out of it. And a couple of them like shed a tear. A couple of them hugged me. And I told them like, thank you so much. And then we did then I did my thing with the guys. Routine as always. And I started getting in my head a little bit again. And then I hopped on the elliptical. And I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna do some cardio. Because I found boxing saved my life before. I went to a deep depression 5 years ago. And when I went to that depression, I was going to go make my pro debut. And I got in probably the best shape of my adult life so far. But I had HSK and uveitis in my left eye, and I had to withdraw from the fight because of just an infection that I had caught.
That's what that is. It's an infection in your eye.
Yeah, I had an infection in my eye.
For those I don't know.
Yeah, it caused me to have glaucoma.
Oh, wow.
I almost had to have a trabecular bypass, but I ended up going on like 8 medications, and I got in the best shape of my life. I pulled myself out of my depression. I pulled myself out of my anxiety by getting back in physical shape and getting in touch with myself. And then right before the fight happened, I had a massive eye infection, which crumbled me. You know what I mean? I had all my confidence left me. I didn't really have a coach, you know, watching my back. I just had teammates, and I just completely crumbled me, and I withdrew from the fight. So I have some unfinished business there. But that being said, training brought me out of that depression, and then obviously the eye sent me back. But that's neither here or there. I came out of it stronger, built my team the way it is now. But anyways, I told these girls, you know, what they had done for me, and then I taught the guys class, kind of feeling out of it again. So I hop on the elliptical. I started doing some cardio. And 3 guys came up to me, which one of them's Bobby, Bill Nenevy, who's the owner of, he's the CEO of Trident Environmental Group, who's sponsoring our show. Bill's one of the best people you'll ever meet in your life. Smart, intelligent, just a good heart. His sons both fight for me. His wife's amazing. Just a great family, the Nenevy family.
I know you've mentioned them before.
Yeah, they're just fantastic people. And I wanted to do something with Bill for a long time, just where Trident really got to shine, and that's why we're doing the Trident title.
I love it.
Yeah, so this is
so fitting.
He's our only gold sponsor. So he did that for us. So Bill walks in the room, Bobby walks in the room, and my buddy Dave Simons, shout out to him, who he's just recently gone through some trouble, just nothing crazy, just relationship struggles and this and that, and some legal issues here and there. But he's an amazing individual, and he's one of my best friends. Maybe he is my best friend. Him, Bobby, he's my best friend. And they all came over to me. They all came over and sat, and I'm running, and they just talked to me, man. And they just let me spit. They just let me vent. They just let me talk. And I ended up doing a 5K.
Dude, I love that.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that.
Bobby's like, how'd you go, coach? I'm like, 3.1. He's like, you just did a 5K. He's like,
True
maybe
that.
even harder. I was like, he gave me confidence. Bobby does 5Ks all like butter, you know?
See that?
And he gave me confidence, man. And I was just like, yeah. He's like, yeah, man,
Dude,
you just did it.
That's the universe, bro, pulling you in. That's the universe.
Yeah, man. And and it's funny is those 3 men, those 3 men, like are, besides my father, who I love dearly, have been the only men in my life that like have like been truly supportive of me recently, like just like really supportive of me.
Yep.
And for no other gain, no gain for themselves.
Yeah, they want nothing from you, bro. They want nothing from you.
No financial gain, no nothing. I have other men in my life who are there for me. Maybe some yes men. There's a little gain there though. Maybe financially, maybe, you know what I mean? There's some,
you could tell. You could tell, dude.
Yeah, you know, and I know.
Yeah,
it's okay. It's okay.
Of course, yes.
And it's okay because
even though I do that, okay.
Even though I do that for them, they still provide me a little bit of solace too. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But those 3 guys that I just said, Bill Nenevy, Bobby Tebow, and Dave Simons, all 3 of those guys, and I have different relationships with all 3 of them. They provided me something that day, and like they came, and I realized that day when I got off the elliptical and I did that fucking 5K, I was like, wow, I'm happy I did it. I'm like, hey, I'm good. Everything's healthy. I feel good. And I went to my wife and I'm like, man, like what I'm doing here, man, at the end of the day, bro, like when I have bad days or I'm in days where I'm competitive or this and that, or what's this business doing? Am I doing enough? Is this enough? I built something crazy, man. I built something so special, man.
It's so important to realize that, dude.
I built something so special. What I have in my life.
Nucleus.
I take it for granted sometimes.
Yes.
Like I was talking to one of my other clients, Diane, one of my female clients, and I was just telling her, like, sometimes I take you for granted. Like, I just have like and I had a heart to heart with her yesterday. I just have amazing, like-minded individuals who I'm around.
Yep.
Like I literally get to
fuel you, bro. These people fuel you.
They fuel me.
Right?
They're like my nucleus, bro.
Yeah.
They are. They're my nucleus.
Yes.
And I'm just blessed. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm grateful, bro. Like I get to do this every day.
Dude, so are they, bro. These people are blessed around you, brother. Seriously.
Yeah,
you know, it's one thing.
I'm happy I can
dude, it's one
that.
thing for you to realize it and say, listen, I'm receptive to this energy, but to say, hey, listen, I'm going to create something great so that everybody come one, come all, right?
It's true,
right?
You guys have never heard the coach speeches, but they're better than some of the Vince Lombardi speeches that I've heard throughout the history of sports. Like that was one of the first things that made me fall in love with Coach was the game that he would speak to us after sessions, after practice, when we're already tired, we're already ready to go home and call it a day. But nah, Coach just inspired me to go another 2 hours. Like, this is amazing. And some of the words that he tells us when he gets in there in his head, and we need it. We all need it. And even if he needs it too, like I'm glad I will be always there to listen and be a shoulder for him. And I'm always helping.
Dude, sometimes we're all in the dark and we need somebody to shine the light, bro. That's just the way.
At the end of the day,
right?
It's just
seriously,
me.
Right?
Yeah, I don't say it for clout. I don't say it to like for people to feel bad for me or like, oh, I feel bad for you, or I mean, maybe I'll be easier on that. Nah, you don't like me, bro.
Yeah, it's not about.
If you don't like me, bro, tell me I'm a piece of shit. Tell me you don't fucking like me, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care, bro.
Yeah,
like keep hitting me with it, dude. Like at the end of the day, your opinions don't really matter to me. Like I'm not asking for nobody to baby me or this and that. And can I still be an asshole sometimes? For sure. Can I still be egotistical sometimes? For sure. Like, am I still a competitor? For sure. Like,
absolutely.
Does it mean that I don't struggle with my mental health? For sure. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, as we all, bro.
That's it,
as
bro.
We
you know
all,
what I mean?
Dude,
but
as we all.
At the end of the day, like, you know, I struggle sometimes, but I'm still a husband. I'm still a father. I'm still a friend. I'm a brother. I'm a son. I try to be those things the best of my ability. I'll lack in those certain things sometimes. Maybe just to my own standard. Maybe to the outside I'm not lacking, but to my own standard I'm lacking.
Bro, you're a champion and a mentor, bro, and I have witnesses that'll collaborate that. You know what I mean? It's just
and I'll never stop. And
good for you, bro.
If people ask, like, will I get in the ring again? Like, I will. I'll get in the ring again as long as my body's healthy.
Yep.
As long as my body's healthy, and I get cleared, and I can do it, I'll get in the ring again. I'll fight. I'll win. I don't know how many times I'll do it, but I'll fight and I'll win. Yeah. And I'll have people who hate on it. I'll have people that say I'm doing it for clout. But I can honestly tell you this. Back in the day, I did do it for those reasons. I did it for approval. Mm. I've proved it, man. Like everybody that I've wanted respect from in the game, I've gotten it. Everybody that I've wanted to be revered from in the game, I've gotten it. Everybody that I've wanted to hate on me in the game because of my success, I've gotten it. Yeah. So it's not for those reasons anymore. Right. You know what I mean? Right. I'm a coach through and through. I'm always going to be a coach. I am Coach Aaron.
Well, at this point, you have nothing to prove, bro. You know what I mean?
I have nothing to prove to nobody.
Exactly.
But I have something to prove to myself.
Absolutely.
And when I do it, it's going to be solely for myself and only myself.
In the pursuit of the best version of yourself, bro.
Yeah,
right?
and whether I win, lose, or draw, I used to be worried if my supporters would still be there. But I think if you truly love me, I think win, lose, or draw, you'll always be there.
Absolutely,
for me.
absolutely.
And and there's no greater risk than making that walk, and there's no greater respect you should give a man than making that walk. So when it happens, it happens. I don't have a date, but I have a goal.
All right. Well, we'll talk about it here when you're ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't have a date, but I have a goal. And
That's
but my goal,
that's huge, dude.
But my goal right now is for Bobby Tebow to get that fucking W on August 2nd.
Right. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
absolutely.
and just always inspire the kids, man.
Yeah.
Teach them to never quit. From the kids at 6 years old to all the teens, and you can see them growing every week. Some of these teens are amazing, and it's
We just had a junior Olympic champion.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Some incredible stuff. But like I was saying earlier, where like as violent and barbaric of a sport boxing is, like the sport has taught me so much about love, and it's unbelievable. And
well, isn't it about the ability to control chaos, right? Like
it's 100% about the ability to control chaos and control your emotions,
right?
Because what happens is with most men, right? If you're in a ring or you're in a fight and you get punched in the face, your body does two things. You have a flight reaction, run away, or you have a fight reaction, okay? And then some people have that flight reaction. Some people get hit and they go, fuck this, and they run away. They get away from it, curl up, cower, fall down, whatever way they know to have defense, that's what they'll do. Some people get hit and they go, oh, I'm going to hit you harder, or I'm going to hit you back.
Right.
But just because you do that doesn't mean you're a boxer. It means you're a fighter.
Right.
Doesn't mean you're a boxer. Being a boxer is being able to take that hit, have those emotions, want to hit back, but be able to control it in spurts, measure, pace. You know what I mean? Calculated, do it in a calculated manner and get the job done.
Right. I had an example the other day. I was talking to someone. I'm like, boxing and fighting is a lot like dancing, because anybody can go on a dance floor and move around, right?
For sure.
But to be a professional dancer and to actually know the tempo, the moves, right, the structure, the frame, all that,
the stance.
Right?
There's so much that goes into boxing and training a boxer and being a boxer, and there's so many different aspects. There's people that I can take on the pads and I can teach you all the movements. I can teach a monkey the movements.
Right.
And I can make anybody look good on the pads. Yep. And you learn the combinations, this, that, you look fantastic. And then you can watch him on a phone and go like this, that dude's fucking nasty, bro. Wow, he's really good. And then put him in a ring with a couple punches coming at him, he forgets it all.
There you go. The chaos.
He's not able to do anything.
Right.
So what I teach guys is I teach them movements, right? I teach the movements. I teach the defensive maneuvers, the offensive maneuvers. I teach the movements. I imprint it in you. But then you have to go into the ring and you have to put it into play, and you have to be able to do that under fire.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then doing it under fire is where you develop your style. So yeah, I taught you my way of doing it. Now you have to figure out my way of doing it through your way. And that's what develops a fighter's style. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
every fighter has a different level of toughness, a different level of determination, will, what they put into it. Boxing is one of those sports, you can't lie.
Yeah, man.
The ring is truth. You know what I mean? I've gotten stopped in front of with my dad in the front row before. You know what I mean? I've won fights and looked good and felt good. And then I've had fights where I got my head between the ropes and I'm getting pile drived in. And then I come out with a busted face.
Like, this wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah. I remember sitting with my dad in the front row and being like, what the hell happened? I'm like, I don't fucking know. I didn't train.
Took a right when he took a left.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't train, Bob. You know what I mean? I remember telling him, I remember sending my lead in, guy coming up to me later, bro.
I deserve it.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. You know what I mean? So the ring is truth.
Right.
And that's what I lacked in my early stages when I competed. Is I lacked discipline.
Yeah.
And I just relied off talent. So anything I did was just off of pure talent. You know what I mean? Anybody that I was in there with. Yeah. But I've made imprints on people before. I still see certain guys like, oh, you're the southpaw kid I used to train with here. Yeah. Oh, you're that fast southpaw kid. Like, so I was telling my wife that the other day. Like, I felt kind of cool. Like,
right. People still remember that.
Yeah. A couple of guys. Like, I just had a guy I used to train with over at PAL, and his son's training with me now. And he's like, oh, my son's a lefty. You know what I mean? I figured if anybody could teach him how to be a good lefty, it was you. Like, that feels cool.
Cool, man.
That feels cool. You know what I mean? So like some people still remember like that young kid.
That's cool. Yeah.
So I'm like, that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? But that guy died a little bit long ago. You know what I mean? So I want to bring him back. And he's starting to come back slowly.
I see it.
He's starting to come back.
I kind of
slowly.
see it, bro. I see it.
Beat
See it.
Aaron Bernardo to a
Yeah.
standard near you.
Coming back slowly. And some people watch like this, fuck that guy.
Mm.
He ain't got nothing. Whatever. I don't really give a fuck what
I
you
want to
think.
see.
Yeah,
I'll pay for that ticket.
Yeah,
I'll buy that
yeah.
ticket.
A lot of people will.
Mm-hmm.
The promoters want it too.
Mm.
So, but hey, listen, man. At the end of the day, like I'm not doing it for nobody but myself.
That's it. That's all that matters, bro.
Myself, my mental health.
Yep.
My main goal right now is just to get back in shape,
Yep.
to feel healthy, get in there with those guys,
Yep.
feel a little bit of
Yep.
pain, suffer a little bit, and go home with some physical pain so I don't have the mental pain.
Right. Amen to that, brother. Amen.
You know?
That's probably what it is, bro. You
That's
just
what
need a little more. A little more.
A little more.
Just a little
That's
more.
all
bro.
it is, man. That's
So
all
listen,
it
real
is.
quick, before I walk us out of here, I want to talk about August 2nd.
Yeah.
So
do it.
how many fighters? How many fighters on the card that day?
Currently, we have 24 fights.
Wow, dude. Wow. So everybody's showing up at what time? 3?
So weigh-ins are
You know
going to
what?
be from 3 to 5.
Okay.
And then, so commissioner will show up probably about 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Now that I say that, I'm going to have to make weigh-ins a little bit earlier. Well, actually, no, because they can walk in. Never mind. So, yeah, weigh-ins are 3 to 5. First fight's going to start at 6. My plan is to see if I can get guys there for 2:30 and run the 2:30 to 4:30 or like 5,
Mm-hmm.
because I would like to get the first fight in the ring by 5:30 with the national anthem. Just because I have so many fights and performers,
Yeah.
I want to get done like at least by like 11:30
Yeah,
latest.
yeah.
But anyways, 25 fights. I got kids 8 years old all the way to my oldest guy is like 38 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got all different ranges, all different experience
Any
levels.
familiar fighters that we know? Maybe the guys that have been on the show
So
before?
we got, of course, Bobby Tebow.
Chris.
We got Mason Almeida. We got Chris Rivera, a fight in from the team. We got Andrew Oliveira making his debut for Bernardo's Boxing. We got Noah Winchell, who fought in the Junior Olympics. He's 8 years old, 9 years old now. He's fighting again.
Yeah.
Trying to think who else.
Gabe
Giles.
Yeah.
Gabe Giles is fighting. Gabe's actually fighting for the King of the Ring title on Sunday, tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
And then on Saturday, he'll be fighting for the Trident title. So
Martin.
pretty cool. Martin Cadero, our junior Olympic champion, 15 years old. He's fighting that night. So yeah, we have, did I miss anybody?
I think that's it.
I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
It's all 7 guys. So we got 7 guys from Bernardo Boxing fighting.
Nice.
It's going to be amazing.
What time would you expect the main event to take place?
So I think the main event's going to come on about like 9:45, maybe 10.
And so in between there, it's kind of I'm leading up to this. So in between there, you're going to have fights, and then we also have some entertainment. Like this is
Yeah.
out of the ordinary.
This
right?
is out of the
This
ordinary.
isn't-
So I had to go a step further because like the battleship's the battleship, right? And like
Yep.
that, just being on a boat on a museum on the
Yeah.
water.
It's an amazing experience, dude.
It's
All
an
by
amazing
itself.
experience in
It really
itself.
was. Yeah, it really was.
So with the gates is also an awesome experience, but it was done once before. You always want to do it better.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
Yes.
I'm trying to do it differently. I think what was done before was just a day show. I think what I'm doing this time being a whole vendor market, almost like basically a festa.
It is a
And
festa.
yeah, it's a festa. And so that whole day like that with the vendors and the food trucks and then the entertainment plus the boxing, it's an 8-hour day. But what I'm doing is I'm going into the nighttime.
Mm.
So we're going to light that place up with the Portuguese.
Good.
We're going to do the red and green, the Portuguese colors.
I
Yeah,
love that,
I'm
bro.
gonna have
I love that.
I'm gonna have my stage lighting on the ring. City of Fall River, they're always amazing to me. They're providing me with some lighting, and yeah, we're gonna have that place lit up. So we're gonna go 2 different aesthetics.
Okay.
The daytime aesthetic into the
Yeah.
nighttime aesthetic.
Yeah.
We got Bobby Rossi on the mic as our announcer. He's one of the best announcers. He's the voice of New England. He does like CES shows. He does some of the biggest shows around.
So real quick, what should people expect when they get there? I know that like I was talking to Loco and he mentioned that the road's getting closed off and that
Yeah, so
security,
you're gonna
security is going to be super tight. Like so, I let
Security-
everybody know. I want to let everybody know right
Yes.
now. Like, don't show up with bullshit because there's no bullshit, no lawn chairs, right?
Don't show up with bullshit. No lawn chairs. I know Loco had mentioned it because somebody mentioned to him. There's no lawn chairs. If you want to sit, I guess you can sit over on the grass or something. But
If you blanket with you or something,
but if you want a real seat, but it's $20 extra. Buy the $50 seat. Pay the ticket.
or sign up for the VIP.
Sign up
That-
for the VIP
with
or
Bobby
try
Couto
to
Show.
win Bobby Couto's 2 free VIP tickets.
2
man.
drink tickets. So
You
2
can-
drink tickets. 2
You
seat.
can't
right?
you can't beat it. So I
Right.
mean, at the end of the day, you're coming to an event with 25 fights. Most of these events you go, there's 10 fights, 11 fights, whatever it may be, 6 fights sometimes. You're coming to an event with 25 high quality Olympic style amateur
Yes.
boxing championship
Yes.
fights.
Yeah.
You have a full vendor market where you can shop, eat. You have 7 to 8
Yes.
food trucks where you can eat.
Primos.
You have primos there with alcohol. It's a
Yes.
whole event. It's a whole day.
Yes.
You can go there, be entertained there, eat there, watch sports there. Like
The whole family.
so minimum ticket $30, and you have to stand. Get your steps in that day, bro.
Yep.
Maximum ticket $60. Like the cheapest pro ticket is $60.
Yeah,
My most
right.
expensive ticket is $60.
Yeah.
Come on, it's
So
really.
do you have a lot of tickets left?
We have, I mean, we've definitely, I think we've sold almost 600 tickets already.
Oh, wow.
And then we expect a lot of walk-ups.
Okay.
And then,
Me too. I think because a lot of people tell me they're going to show
I
up.
think we'll have about 1,000 people there. But, you know, we've done really well. Tickets are light, though. You know, there's probably only 5 or 6 VIPs left. There's probably only, I want to say 15 seats left. So, but we're unlimited there as far as capacity when it comes to standing room.
Standing room,
so,
which is also great because again, you can anywhere. Like you can literally
there's no
sit
occupancy
anywhere.
there. So, like, you know, I think the Days of Portugal did 8,000 people. The mayor's assistant said.
Packed, dude.
So, so I mean, we're not going to do that, but I mean, still 1,000 people at an event.
No, we're going to do 10,000.
Yeah, maybe we'll do 10. Who knows? But hey, listen, 1,000 people there, you know, with fighters, coaches. It's just gonna be crazy.
I think a lot of this is gonna, like you said, walk up, like people driving by, what's going on, boxing.
You know, I think the vendors will bring their own people. You know, people that want to support the small businesses.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that I'm doing that a lot of other shows don't do. I'm supporting small businesses in this, man. I have 25 to 30 small businesses that are all going to be spotlighted that day. You know what I mean? I'm going to announce them all in the ring. I'm going to announce all their names.
Huge, dude.
You know what I mean? Like food trucks there. Like we're doing it big. You know, I'm doing it differently. So listen, you show up at 3:00, you got to pay a ticket to get in.
Yep.
You don't pay a ticket, you're not getting in. Show up at 3:00. You can stay there as long as you want. I am going to allow re-entry because obviously the way the days, it's a long day.
Sure.
You will be banded in there.
Yep.
The fights are going to start at 6:00. The streets will be blocked off.
Could I bring my own cooler with my own drinks? Can I bring? Is that allowed?
We're not. That won't be allowed.
I want to make sure people are aware, dude.
Yep. So no outside drinks, nothing like that.
Yep.
You will be ticketed at the front of the gate. There will be no just like laundering, whatever around, loitering. Like you can't just walk into that street. You can't just walk into the front of the gate. If you're gonna come down, you have to be within my lines.
Yep.
So my wife will be there, my in-laws will be there, friends of mine will be there doing tickets right at the gate, right at the front. So we'll have tickets at the gate being banded, and then you'll be paying for your ticket up front. So we have cones, chains, everything.
Sure.
So if you're waiting in line. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You're not just walking past it. I have multiple police officers. I have multiple security staff.
Great.
So you're not just lollygagging into that space.
The other side of that coin is people need to know that they're going to be safe. Like people need to know
you're going to be safe.
It's a boxing event and that there's enough security and police in place that
security.
Everybody's going to be safe. They'll be patting people down. They're making sure that like there's no shenanigans. Like,
and the reason I'm going even more safety because my own children are going to be there that day.
There you go.
You know what I mean? I have 4 children myself.
Yep.
My own children are going to be there that day. I want them to be safe. I want other people's children to be safe. I'm not messing around. You know what I mean? There might be wands there that we might do pat down, whatever. Probably not pat downs, but if they provide the wands, we'll probably do a wanding like we did on the battleship. But yeah, man, we just want to be safe. We just want to be safe. We want to be.
And the weather looks like it's going to be beautiful. That's the one thing you can't control, brother. So we're already.
The weather looks amazing. I'm blessed for that. I just hope it keeps going good. But it looks like we're going to have like a 75 day and then like a 60 at night, which is a nice cool night, which is what we want. After party at Primo's. So as soon as the fights are done, walk down to Primo's on Water Street. We're going to have the after party there. And our after party last year on the Battleship was awesome. So we had such a good time. I missed
that last year. I didn't.
Yeah, we had such a good time, man. So you gotta, I'll buy you a drink, man. You got to come down
to that,
time.
brother. Absolutely.
So we'll go down to the after party this year, and it's going to be amazing. So fights start at 6. Probably about 6 to 10, 6 to 11.
How are you going to work out the music? Is that going to be in between fights or?
Yeah, so I think what we're going to do is
we have 6 artists.
Yeah, so I think it's 6 in total, but it's 3 performances.
Okay.
So they're block performances. So I think it's like like a 7-minute, 7-minute, 10-minute, something like that.
Perfect.
So I think the first performer. Yeah, so it's basically the average intermission. Some people might hear this and go, "Oh my gosh, how long are we going to be there?" Well, the average intermission for a show is about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Ours is about 24 minutes, maybe 25 to.
It's entertainment, dude. It's good music.
Entertainment. Yeah. So our first performer will probably come on after like the 6th or 7th bout. Then I think our second performer will probably come on about after like bout 14 or 15, and then Loco will be performing right before the main event. And his performance is going to be bananas.
He's soliciting, "Hey, everybody, what should I perform?" So I'm curious, like, what he's gonna.
I'll tell you what, man. I had one of the dads in my kids program the other day come to me. He's like, "Hey, man, you do a great job, like networking, and like you're really doing a great job with that stuff, like doing all these different things for the city." And I said, "I appreciate it, man." And I do want to give a shout out to Loco. You know what I mean? I know we were joking in the beginning.
No, of course.
It's all fun.
Of course it is.
But Loco he's a good guy.
He is a very good guy.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
And he's very serious.
Yeah.
He has his persona.
Absolutely.
He's very serious, very professional. He knows what he's doing. And he's provided me a lot of vendors. A lot of those vendors are here because of him. And you know what I mean? I'm not going to take credit for that. I mean, I'm happy that it's my show. I'm the promoter.
Of course.
It's my show.
Of course it is.
But him coming on and being a performer on my show and bringing all these vendors to me, it's been great.
But that's what this is, right? That's what this is all about,
It's been a great network.
We all have one common goal, dude. We want the communities to succeed.
Yes.
We want to be a part of this community, bro.
Yeah, it's been a great little partnership, and
I'm so good to hear that, bro.
Even working with you and just
Appreciate
like you always sponsor me. You always sponsor. You know what I mean? I believe
in you, bro. 100%, dude.
Yeah, every time
in my heart,
I know
bro.
I can hit a Bobby Couto, and he's
Absolutely.
good. He's good for a sponsorship package, and that means so much, man. Because like I do run a nonprofit. Just Saturday morning we're training these kids for free, and I do a lot for these kids. And there's days, man, we're like. Talk about mental health, bro. Like there's days we're carrying these kids, man. It's like it's a tough day. Like there's sparring, there's crying, there's this, there's that, there's emotions, there's this, there's breakups, there's it's crazy. And they rely on us for that kind of mental support. Yeah. And I'm doing it for really.
Dude, maybe at some point we could have maybe some parents come in and sit down and do an episode. Yeah, sure. You know what I mean? Or even better, maybe Aaron does his own show. Maybe Aaron comes in and sits down and does his own thing. And maybe we bring in some of these fighters. Like maybe you can have these one-on-one interviews. And dude, you know what, bro? Like few people come in the studio and I'm like, wow, what a great voice, dude. You have a voice for radio, bro. You know what I mean?
Thank you,
so you're like a double pack. You're a good looking guy, and that never happens, bro. That never happens. So
I'm blessed now.
But no, dude, you have such a great radio voice. Does he not, bro? Like, right?
Yeah, I mean, he was DAZN.
I'm saying, dude,
broadcaster on DAZN.
You're commentating, dude. You're doing all like I think it's a natural progression, dude. And I just want to say, dude, I'll say it out loud and I'll say it in public. If you're interested, bro, mi casa su casa, bro. I would love to.
It would be an absolute.
You know what I mean?
Honor,
Maybe
bro.
we try some out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I tell people all the time, like one of my favorite aspects of the sport right now is commentating, calling fights, and talking about.
Dude,
fighters
you look good doing
fights.
it, bro. Like nothing. Like I watched the video, I'm like, wow, like you're just so comfortable in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I absolutely love it. You know what I mean? I get into a flow state, and I just have fun with it. And
dude, I would say that looks fun. It looks.
Oh, it's fun.
Fun.
You get to sit there and you get to talk about what you love. You know what I mean? You get to watch fights, and for free, and it's amazing. You know what I mean? It's the best. It's one of the best gigs ever. Yeah. You know what's funny is like as a kid. It's actually on Roku now, HBO Boxing on WBTV. They have like a whole channel dedicated to it. Yeah. But as a child, I grew up watching HBO Boxing. I remember my parents, when I got to like a working age, like 16, 17, my dad was like, "Hey, this HBO is expensive, man. I don't think I can be doing this, man." Right. And I was like, "Dad, please, I'll take it out of my check. Take it out of my paycheck. Like, please keep the HBO Boxing." Like I needed it, and I loved it so much. And like watching guys like Jim Lampley and Larry Merchant and Max Kellerman and Emmanuel Stewart and Roy Jones like call these fights, and a lot of times I'd be watching the fights and I would listen to the commentators, man. It was a dream of mine. It was always a dream of mine to call fights. So I got to give credit where credit's due. Peter Zimmer, Boston Boxing.
Shut up.
Yeah, he gave me my first gig of commentating. And it is a great pay-per-view service, Combat Sports Now. Yeah. It's honestly, in my opinion, the best. It's just clean every time. It's clean. It's professional. It's done well. Combat Sports Now pay-per-view. Yeah. They do a lot of big local promotions. So I commentate with them, and I absolutely love it. I'm a recurring, voice on that. Yeah. And then the Nolan brothers gave me the opportunity to call the fights at Fenway Park,
dude,
live on DAZN.
Dude, what an event, bro!
Unbelievable.
What an event, dude.
Yeah, those guys.
I was blown away. I'm like, look at these guys, man. Yeah. It was amazing, bro.
Unbelievable event. I worked with those guys in the amateurs, and they've come so far, and now they're in the pro game.
Justin said it. The first time a women boxed
the first time ever.
First time ever.
Yeah. And I got to call the fight.
Dude, the place has been 100 years.
Yeah.
Right? 100 years old. Women have never fought there. And there you are commentating the first woman fight.
I got to commentate.
That's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah, I got to commentate the first woman fight held at Fenway Park. I got to commentate the first card there in 70
do a lot of
years.
trolling with Bernardo Box. I don't know if you can tell, bro.
Yeah, I love it. I'm here for it, bro. Yeah. But I got to do that, man. And it was such an honor. So shout out to Matt and Mark Nolan, man. Like, they gave me such an opportunity. And I can't wait to do it again.
Dude, how about the energy in that place?
Oh,
right? To be there at that capacity. Like, it's one thing to go watch a game, right? I'm there watching it. But to be there in that capacity.
Oh, it was unbelievable.
Right, dude?
Like, it was just like shoulder to shoulder. Yeah. The energy was amazing.
That's
right in the
awesome, bro. I got goosebumps, bro. I got goosebumps, man. That's awesome,
it was unbelievable. You know what I mean? Like, being filmed like that. Like, it was, I had to do, so I've done a lot of play-by-play because that's what I do as a coach. Like, I'm kind of like the Teddy Atlas when I do the calling. But for that one,
if people wanted to see it, where would they go see your commentating right now? Where they go see it?
Yeah, so they can look if they want to just look up Fight Night at Fenway on YouTube.
Fight Night at Fenway.
It'll come right up right now.
Yeah. Again, I'm sorry, I got to continue.
Yeah, and then various Boston Boxing Promotions cards. Just look up various fights. You'll hear my voice. I've called like probably the last 20 something cards.
Dude.
So yeah, so my broadcast partner was relatively new to it. So he was like, "Hey man, I'm not doing the color. Like I do not want to do the intro." And I'm like, "I've never done color either." But the Nolans were like, "Hey man, like we believe in you, bro. Like you can definitely do the color, bro. Like you're gonna do the." So I had to do like we got filmed, and I had to do the whole intro and open up the event. And people don't understand what commentary. Like for the people watching at home, like you're doing two things. Like you're keeping the flow of the show going by color commentating and the play-by-play, but you're also informing them. And you want to give them the right information.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. So important. So important.
So
Absolutely.
like you're educating these people through that. And I remember just being a kid and just being an adult. Like you have bad commentators sometimes, man. You're just like, oh,
yeah, you
man.
need flair. There's gotta be some flair.
Like, you're just like, this is miserable. And then you have
Right.
good commentators and like, and I just try to have that mix between like, you know, having a good time, being a fan, but also giving like education at the same time. So,
and knowing when to shut the fuck up. How about that?
And sometimes silence is key.
Right? Seriously, bro. Like knowing when to just be like, nothing right now. Nothing. Let the moment happen.
Sometimes I just let the moment happen. Sometimes I'll just be quiet. I'll just let the fights go. You know, and then you know if I see something, then you know I'll say my little quirk. But that's it's great that you said that. It's very true.
One thing they don't see on the commentating is that coach is there setting up the ring, coach is there cornering, and then putting on the suit and sitting down and doing the analyst.
Nuts, dude.
And then we got to break down the ring right after.
Yeah,
and it's
and he's driving. And you're driving. I see you driving everybody around, bro.
Oh yeah. We load up in the pickup and the trailer, and
you got the new pickup.
I got the pickup, dude. We go on the old pickup, dude, in the trailer, and yeah, man, I have a great team. You know, shout out to my ring crew team.
Dude, family, bro. Right? It looks like family.
They're just my
bro.
family, bro.
Absolutely.
Like, we just have a good time. Like I can't wait for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow, I got all the boys back together. We got a show up at TD Garden, Big Night Live.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah. Sonny's Boxing. They're good friends of mine. They're doing the Bada Bing tournament. Yeah, so it's cool. Yeah, 2-week tournament. And they're kind of going with those Italian roots and stuff. And yeah, cool show.
If people want to go up and see that, they just drive up to tickets available.
I think the doors open at 12 o'clock. I think the first fight starts at 1, and there's tickets available.
All right,
it's at Big Night Live, man. It's a nightclub, and he's doing the big like me. Like he's going to do walkouts, entrance music, you know, the video.
I'll be honest with you, but I like that. I like the flair.
Well,
I do like it.
Sometimes USA Boxing will deter from it a little bit, but like I told them this time, like I really want to do the flair, like I really want to do this.
Yeah.
And you know they're letting Sonny do it. Sonny's do it with Danny and them.
Sure.
So I think they'll let me do it too. And I got New World Wrestling coming, and I have a terrace with curtains and smoke and lights. Like basically, we did a ring rental, and there was a pro promotion that Tony Andriozzi and Alfred Raymond just fought on, and they both got W's that night. It was a great night, and they came out through like this terrace, man, and like the light. It's at the Bridgewater Vets Club, which isn't the craziest venue, but just the terrace and the lights and the smoke, it added so much to it,
right?
And I was like, "Where's this from, dude? Like, this is awesome." And I found the guy. He's like, "Oh yeah, it's my wrestling company. I do this. Give me a great price." I'm like, "Dude, listen, I would love for you." He's like, "Oh yeah, no problem. We'll be there." I'm like, "Dude,
that's
awesome." So like, things happen for a reason, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like the fighters are gonna like be walking through a curtain with the lights and smoke and music, and it's just going to add such a different aspect to it. And I think everybody's going to be wowed that day.
And you got a lot of stuff coming, bro. Like I know you and I were talking, and I won't disclose anything we were talking about, but I just tell you, I got very excited after our conversation, realizing the great things that are still to come. Like I find that you're reaching these points and you're saying, I want more, right? So
never satisfied.
Right. So you do the battleship, you're like, I want bigger, right? So now we're at the doors of the city. And then we're talking yesterday, like, Bobby, that's not enough. I want bigger. And then you mention these things to me, and I'm like, this is amazing. Like I want to be a part of this. Like I want, right? Like, I want to feel what's happening here, because I can see the momentum, bro. The dude, just the sheer interest in what's going on with your organization and the things that are happening, bro. I'm like,
I think next year when people see what I got planned, when I announce what I'm doing, I think heads will
crazy, bro.
I'm going all in. You know
like nothing else, dude. There is like nothing else. Like nothing else.
No, I'm going all in. Like I want to bring like. And just that aspect too, like I'm just a kid from Fall River, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm just a kid from I'm 30 years old. I'll be 31 next week. Like I'm just a kid from Fall River, man. And like I remember my mom being like, I thought you were just a shy little boy when you were a kid. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then she went to a parent-teacher conference when I was in high school, and she's like, oh, I guess you're not. Like, and I told her, I'm like, it's because of boxing, Mom. Like, boxing gave me confidence. Boxing, like, changed me. You know what I mean? For the better. And it gave me a voice. It gave me confidence. It gave me a swagger. It gave me just everything, man. Like, this sport gave me everything. And now I can use this sport. To inspire.
Dude, it's your superpower.
Yeah, if I do anything, you know, if I'm never the best fighter or the best this, best coach, best this, whatever, I can inspire. And like all the lives that I've touched, man, like I know I have. And like sometimes when I'm in bed at night, I'm just like, I'm not feeling the best. I'm feeling a lot of body, whatever it may be. I sit, take a deep breath, and I think like, wow, like look at all these lives you inspired.
Dude, and that's what you know. Imagine what you don't have any idea, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No idea. There have been situations in my life where people have come to me and people I don't even know. And I'm like, wow, how far did that go? You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
you have no idea.
What was the ripple effect
Right?
of that action?
Dude, I say it all the time. If you're raising children today, if you have small, young children, if you want to make them balanced and strong in life, teach them 2 things: how to fight, how to defend themselves, and how to play an instrument. Like everything else in your life will follow as a human being. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Right? Like learning the discipline of fighting, and then learning the technique to learn an instrument. Those 2 things, I think, prepare your brain as a young child to learn anything you want to do.
And I did both. I played the guitar and I boxed. I competed in judo. Yeah, like my parents always tried with me. You know what I mean? I was never a team sports kid.
Yep.
I was lazy in aspects, and then when I fell in love with boxing, that was it.
Yep.
And my dad could just tell, you know what I mean? You could see it in my eyes. Like, I just remember him telling my mom, like, my mom was like, oh, please, anything else, please, anything else. Yeah. He's like, he loves them. Even till this day, like, my dad's a tattoo artist. He'll tattoo people. He tattoos Bobby sometimes. And he'll tell people, like, I'll hear him sometimes or whatever. People will tell me, he'll just be like, he loves it. He always has.
That's awesome,
he'll say
dude.
it.
That's awesome, bro.
That's my dad. You know, to me, I'm just his son.
So proud of you, dude.
Yeah, to me, I'm his son. You know what I mean? I'm his boy. You know.
Yeah.
But he'll say, he's like, he just loves it. He just loves it, man. I'm proud of him. He loves it. You know, it's just he always has. He always
that's
has.
what every father wants, right?
Yeah.
Every father wants to see his child succeed, and not only succeed, dude, but be an example to everybody around.
Yeah, I hope I make them proud.
Oh, of course you do. Bro. Of course you do.
I hope I make my own kids proud.
Yes.
I hope I'm leaving a legacy for them, and I just thank you, man, for giving us a platform.
Come on, bro. My pleasure, bro.
You know,
yeah.
It means a lot, man.
It's my pleasure.
And I thank Bobby for...
Bobby, thank you for coming in, bro. It's such a pleasure. What you got over there? What's going on over there, bro?
So we brought you some cards. So for fun, I'd like to do the Roxy Dog Collectibles, where I have a little eBay page and I'll sell trading cards.
I did notice that, bro. We're following each other on social media now, dude. And that's amazing.
Yeah, we have a raffle coming up for the show.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
We're going to give some of the proceeds, half the proceeds, back to the kids program.
Okay. All right.
Some equipment.
Bobby, you got to let me know on this stuff because I want in. I want in on all this stuff, bro. Let me know. Let me know.
The gloves that we have, we have a signed Tyson Fury glove, all authenticated, whether it's Beckett or TriStar. Then we have the brothers, Mickey Ward and Dickie Eklund.
Amazing.
We have those signed gloves. We have a Ryan Garcia signed glove.
I'd like to get something for the studio,
kids,
bro. You know what I mean?
Love that.
I mean, look around, bro. I need something in here.
Oh, that'll be so badass.
Devin Haney. Yeah, no, we brought you some boxing cards right here. We got
these are legit, dude.
We got a graded card, Floyd Mayweather, Marvin Hagler, and then I know you're a music guy, so I brought you a Madonna.
Come on, guy.
Card,
Come on, Bobby.
And some Roxy Dog sticks.
Unbelievable.
Let me see these.
Yeah.
Check this out, bro. Are you kidding me right now?
Roxy Dog Collectibles.
It's the first time anybody's ever brought gifts into the studio, bro.
That's just a Bobby
bro,
special.
You kidding me, bro?
You can't come empty-handed.
Come on, for real?
That's yours, man. Yeah.
Dude.
Not unbelievable, bro.
Wow. I don't think I did that, bro. This is amazing. It's amazing, bro. Thank you.
On the eBay page, you can find anything from G.I. Joe toys to Superman toys.
I'm gonna find a nice spot for this in the studio, bro. This will be here forever, bro.
Let's do it, yeah.
Might even behind your head right there.
Throw some stickers up there, too.
Dude, absolutely, bro. And if the audience will see that.
Yeah, I'm a big superhero comic book guy, and my kids love Power Rangers now. And I, as a kid, I had all the Power Ranger, like, Megazords and stuff.
Yeah.
And my son, my youngest, he's into it so much. And he had lost one of the pieces. And I'm like, dude, this is like 1997, bro. Like, we're not going to get this again.
Yeah.
I hit up Bobby. I'm like, yo, Bobo, you think he got me the exact sword, bro? He got me it, dude. He got me the toy. He got me the toy. And I told my son, I said, Uncle Bobby did it. He found it for you. He's so happy. Oh, he's so happy.
Wow.
But yeah,
this is like a hobby for you, Bobby? You do something on the side? Or?
Just for fun. And then there's another site where like I can actually trade trading cards.
Okay.
And
do you have like a website yourself? Do you have or just social media?
I have an eBay page.
Okay. Can you share that with us?
Yeah, so Roxy Dog Collectibles would be the Instagram page.
What's the spelling on it? ROXY?
Yeah, right on the sticker too. You got it.
Well, because the audience needs to, sometimes you got to spell it for them because they can't see it.
ROXY, DOGG, of course, and then Collectibles. And that's going to be the eBay page.
And so you pretty much all collectibles, right? So
you can find
sports, music.
Anything.
Dude, I don't know if you noticed.
You'd be so surprised.
I love buying this stuff. Now that I know you, dude, I will absolutely. Yeah.
Something about Bobby, he did for the first time ever. He's the only fighter I've ever had that sponsored me.
No shit.
Yeah,
I did see that. I did see that,
Yeah,
dude.
Roxy Dog Collectibles
Oh, bro.
sponsored
It's a
the
pleasure
event.
to be a
For the kids,
co-sponsor
man.
with you,
It's-
bro.
It's for,
Yeah,
it's
so you
for
guys-
the kids.
And Bobby's getting his own banner. He doesn't even know yet. I just broke it here. He's getting his own banner.
Nice, man.
And,
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah, he's gonna table at the event too. You got somebody to help you with the table, right?
Yeah. So we'll play it by ear. That's what
Yeah.
we always do.
Yeah.
Everything in life, we just
Dude,
play
set up
by
next to me,
ear.
bro. We'll take care of your stuff, bro.
I'll put him next to you.
Yeah, put us next.
And then even if your sister helps you, and
Yeah.
whatever,
I got a crew, so my crew will
raffle
help you.
tickets at $1 each. Everybody, doing weird things with $5 raffle tickets.
Yeah.
We're gonna do.
So what are you
$1.
raffling off?
Yeah, all the signed gloves.
All those gloves,
There's going to be 5 different raffles.
Big deal.
Tyson Fury,
Okay.
Mickey Ward and Dickie Eklund signed glove. That's double signed.
Yeah.
And then you got Devin Haney glove. You got a Ryan Garcia glove, and the Hall of Fame just got inducted into the Hall of Fame. Vinny Paz.
Wow.
It's one of my favorites.
I think I'm on that Vinny Paz, man.
That Vinny Paz is sick.
I think I'm on that.
He's got
so
the
much
story.
history,
He's got
dude.
the
Yeah, there's
story
so
where
much history there, bro. You know
they
what I
tell
mean?
you where you can't fight, and
Right.
here we are.
Bleed
still
for This
fighting.
is one of the best biopic movies, I think, boxing wise too. It's such a good movie. You ever watch it with Miles Teller?
No, what's it called?
It's called Bleed for This. It's Miles Teller. He plays Vinny Paz.
Oh, all right, I'm gonna check that out.
Oh, what a good
I'm
movie!
gonna check that
what
out.
a good movie!
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like you're in the movie because it's just so rooted in Providence.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
That's the cool thing. It's local. So cash only? Can people Venmo?
No, we'll set up a Cash App, Roxy
Okay,
Dog
so you'll have a cash app. Yeah,
everybody.
actually, I always mention it because people show up
It
to these
is the
events.
way of the world.
They don't have
It is-
cash,
it
or
is the
maybe
way-
they do have cash. Same thing.
Exactly.
I always ask because I'll have cash. I always bring cash with me to these events because
exactly.
I want to be
Same here.
involved in
But
this
yeah,
stuff.
we'll make sure that we have the Cash App, Roxy Dog Collectible Cash App, where you can throw $1 and,
Dude,
like I said,
can't
half of
wait.
the money goes right back to the kids.
Yeah.
And there's even another organization that I want to shout out, Revere Boxing. Some of our best friends in the boxing game, they have an Operation Handlebars where they're looking for bikes,
Okay.
used or new.
Like bicycles?
Bicycles.
Okay, all right.
To give to the kids that can't get to practice. And it's unbelievable what Joe and Brad are doing over there for those kids too.
No kidding.
Yeah, definitely, and not to overstep them at all because what they're doing is amazing. We also have some bikes in my gym, so if you know any kids that need a bike,
Yeah.
I have about 4 or 5 bikes upstairs. I still need to get rid of.
Okay,
for
all right.
absolutely free for the
Yeah.
kids. Yeah.
Guys, let me know this stuff. I will share this all over my social
Anthony
media.
Colmer of the Troy City Titans. He trains in my gym and trains clients and stuff, and he started it out. So yeah, we have a few bikes for sale well, not for sale, to give away to kids as well.
Yeah.
So
Dude, I love it. I love it.
That's what I was saying about how this sport has taught me so much about love.
yeah, so many just boxing gyms, nonprofit organizations helping youth, helping kids, and just
So important, man.
it's huge.
We live in society and the good and the bad, right? And we don't want to bring anybody down, but in the bad, a lot of these kids don't have figures in their lives. You know what I mean? A lot of these kids, maybe it's just mom, maybe it's just dad, maybe it's just grandma, maybe it's just grandpa. And I think, and I can say this with confidence, it's so very important for these young minds, both boys and girls, to have a masculine figure in their life and a direction, someone that's going to show them right from wrong and tell them no or yes when it's necessary. And I think fundamentally, when we get these children young and we show them that there are balanced, strong men in the world willing to show them the way, it makes it easier for them. It builds the confidence. And how many kids do we not lose? Right? We don't know that, right? We don't know the number to that. Like, you laid in bed at night, dude, and you're like, yeah, bro, I help some people. Dude, you have no idea the sheer number of people that you have touched in your life because, you help Bobby and Bobby helped somebody. You know what I mean? Like, Bobby couldn't help somebody without you. You know what I mean?
It's a ripple effect.
It's a ripple effect. And so I think when you're connected with children, bro, and you're really dedicated and you're saying, hey, guys, this is how we build a strong future, right? Like, our children, literally, not to sound cliche.
Yeah, our youth program is that we have almost 80 youth again right now.
Wow.
We had 100 at one point, and then the youth initiative dropped off in the city, and then I kept training kids for free or little to no cost. The most a kid will pay me is $20 a month, if that. And then some kids 10, some kids are not paying at all. I'll get grants with free lunch forms, provide a free lunch form, get free training. I do all these things. I don't even post it. I just tell the parents, and you know what I mean? We just let it happen. You know what I mean? And we're almost 80 kids again. We have 25 to 30 kids a class. We have a 5:30 class and a 6:15 class twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week. And
dude, you're doing God's work, brother. You're doing God's work.
Yeah, we have all these kids come in.
Man.
I can't tell you how many kids have just cried in my arms and just let go with me and just anything. You know what I mean? Just whatever they need. You know what I mean? Just everything, with Bobby, just mentorship from him, some of my other fighters. It's such a community, and our youth program it's everything right now. It really is. My youth program is is everything. Like I have my fight team. My fight team is a core group of individuals that have been with me for a very long time, and then I have a few new ones that trickle in here and there. But the youth program is Bernardo's boxing right now. Like, and it's kind of what I always wanted, and I'm grateful for it.
Saved my life, man. The Bernardo Boxing Youth Program. It got me to keep coming back to the gym even after, everything that's ever happened.
Because there's a place for everybody, you know what I mean? And like, the guys that help me out, so like Bobby helps me out, Nick Kearns helps out a lot. Dave Simons dedicates his time here and there. Anthony Seniceros. So those guys right there, Justin Rotowski when he can. So those guys, they've all, Henry Lopez.
Yeah, a lot of these guys have full-time jobs, dude, and they still figure out.
Yeah, well, these guys, they figure it out how to get there and help me out and stuff like that. Well, I mean, Bobby's always there. Bobby's always there no matter what. And Nick's been there too. Nick's been doing really well. Right. He's kind of had a resurgence in the gym, so I'm proud of him.
Well, dude, can I say this? I just gotta finish.
Yeah, no, I just want to say like how grateful I am for Bobby and just having my back, just having my back, just being a good person, just being genuine, and yeah, man, I just hope you know that.
What you see is what you get, man, and trust me, it goes both ways.
Yeah. I just hope you know how much
a lot for me.
Yeah, I just really appreciate you, bro. Really
it's awesome, man.
Love you, Coach.
It's awesome.
Love you too, man.
Yeah, and can I say how much I appreciate you guys, man? I get it.
Yeah, no,
and I'm proud to call you my friends. And I know when I opened the episode, I said something. I didn't finish what I was going to say, and I thought of you the other day. And somebody said to me, I was talking about what I opened the show with, which is a struggle, right? And I'm like, and this individual looked at me straight in the eye and said, "Bobby, if you want to go to the moon, you got to hang out with astronauts."
Wow, I love that.
And I've never heard that before. And like, dude, you popped into my head, and I'm saying to myself, you are the people that I need to surround myself with. You know what I mean?
Sure,
I can't, dude, as much as I want to save everybody, I can't.
You can't.
And now I've come to that realization.
Dude,
and
yes.
The truth is nothing is more important to me than this, because without this, I don't have a voice. I don't have a way of supporting my community, which is fundamentally what I want to do. Right?
This is unbelievable.
So the truth is, bro, I got to surround myself with astronauts, bro. So I'm glad that that's exactly what I'm doing here today, brother. I appreciate it, man.
Finding stories.
All the way to the moon, bro. All the way to the moon.
Life happens every day.
Right.
And
right.
You wouldn't even know it. You talk to someone and you're like, wow, my whole life perspective just changed just on that conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's why I do this, bro. Like just tapping into the journey and just figuring it out. So real quick, before I walk us out of here, dude, I mean, because we go all day.
We go all day.
I really want to talk about the contest. We have this contest going on until Thursday, which is July 29th. And that is the VIP giveaway for the 2 VIP tickets to August 2nd. And that will be at the Puertas de Ciudad, the gates of the city, Puerto Delgado Boulevard. And that is 2 tickets to the event, VIP seat. You'll be sitting right up front, right alongside the ring. You're going to get the 2 drink tickets from Primo's. You're also going to get a free T-shirt, courtesy of the Bobby Couto Show. And we're going to be in the ring, and we're going to take a personal photo, with yourself, Loco, and me. And I think that'd be a great memento for that whoever wins those tickets. To do that, go over, follow, subscribe, and like the Bobby Couto Show on any of your platforms. It doesn't matter, podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora. It doesn't matter. Just go on there, like, follow, and subscribe at me on Facebook or Instagram, and you'll automatically be entered to win. And we're going to announce that live next Thursday.
Yeah, that's going to be absolutely amazing. I mean, just that package alone. What is that? What is it, like a $400 or $500 package?
Yeah, easily.
You know what I mean? And you already sponsored the event. Like, I just, thank you. Your support.
I love you, bro, man. I love this, dude.
Your support. Just follow the Bobby Couto Show, man. Just follow the journey, bro. Like what you're doing for athletes, what you're doing for non-athletes, business entrepreneurs, like what you're doing, man. People don't have a voice. They don't have the means to have the proper voice. And your studio, the money you've invested in here, the equipment that you have, the aesthetic that you've created, the production that you do, dude, it's unbelievable.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. It means the world to me. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you, bro.
And we're gonna keep going, man.
That's it. Yeah.
I think a boxing pod is coming real soon.
It's coming.
And
feel it.
Anytime you want to come see footage of the kids every Tuesday and Thursday.
Yep.
It's some beautiful music is going
Tuesday,
down.
Was it Tuesdays and Thursdays then?
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
All right.
Yeah, we go Tuesday, Thursday, 5:30 to 6:15 for the littles, and then 6:15 to 7:15 for the teens, and then we do Saturdays depending, on. I couldn't do this Saturday because I had this obligation, some other things, but we do like every other Saturday as long as it's not competition. So Dude, man, we make it happen.
That's great for the mom and dads too. They want to go out for maybe a date night, right? They want to go for a date night, a couple of hours, go get a quick bite to eat, hang out or something like that. Drop the kid off, right?
Most of these kids show up at 4:00 and they're upstairs playing basketball and dodgeball and then hanging out.
Yeah.
And,
Dude, I want to start a pickleball tournament. I want to do a pickleball tournament.
So I'm going to be announcing. I might announce it today, but I'll say it here. We are going to be doing a men's league at the gym, a basketball men's league.
Like that.
And I'm working with, this, Hoops Academy, who's got a lot of different guys that want to play. So, yeah, we're going to be starting a men's league for basketball.
Nice.
We still do our drop-ins for men's pickup. And I want to start in like AAU basketball children's league, like a kids league.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for some coaches right now.
Yeah.
I'll be doing some interviews. You got to be safe sport certified.
Corey check, all that.
Corey
good stuff.
check, all that stuff. But I want to start a youth basketball league. Because now that
this guy's unstoppable, bro.
Yeah, now that
there's so much dude around you, bro. You're like the sun with all the planets, just you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Sky's
orbiting,
and
right?
Even then he's going past,
right? Absolutely,
Yeah.
going to the moon, bro.
Yeah, and I still want to get punched in the face for some reason. What's wrong?
Perfect.
But hey, listen, I think crazy is what makes success. My wife, she deals with my crazy, but she tells me, sometimes we'll be in bed at night and she'll say, you're one crazy son of a bitch, but. I love you because you are that crazy, and like this is what makes you,
right?
You know what I mean,
right?
And you wouldn't be you without this.
Did you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, brother?
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I'm taking all of them.
Amen, bro.
I'm not stopping. At the end of the day, you can't really stop me and deter me because it goes my wife and kids, my family, and then boxing.
Mm-hmm.
That's my nucleus. It's my wife and kids, my family, and it's boxing. And
you see it, bro.
I don't even know if I'd have my wife and kids without boxing.
Mm.
Like, that's how much I love this sport. And even sometimes I get a little bitter. I get a little bitter towards the business side of it sometimes, or a little burnt out. But at the end of the day, like, this is all I know. Like, a lot of people are born and they don't know what to do with their lives.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They search their whole entire life. What's my purpose?
Yep.
What am I here for? What's this? And I've had anxiety, but I've had existential thoughts before. Like, what's the purpose of life? What am I here for? When I just sit back and say it and I think about it, I go, I'm here to provide solace, peace, and, educate and just help people through boxing. This is my job. I was put on this earth for this. Like, whatever I did before this, whatever I do after this, I was put on this earth to help people through boxing.
Serving your purpose, brother.
I'm serving my purpose.
Serving your purpose.
Every day. And then whenever I have a bad day, I just come back to that center.
Yep.
And that's what I'm here for.
Dude, I see it. You see it, right?
Yeah.
It's so obvious.
And it's like Coach always says, pressure creates diamonds.
There you go.
And,
amen to that, bro.
Yep.
True that.
Every time.
True that.
I am locked in. August 2nd is going to be a monumentous event.
I cannot wait.
Dude. I know you saw that promo.
Woo!
Shout out Joe Brooks Productions.
Yes. I shared that shit out, dude. That was amazing. Dude, goosebumps.
Goosebumps from that promo.
Bro.
We're going to have a promo post-fight.
Yep.
And
I would say that the local promo got me goosebumps too, right?
Yeah. The local promo was funny. It was a good time.
With the Charisse.
Yeah. Punching the Charisse. Stop and shop. It was funny, man. Like, Local's an entertainer, man.
Yes, exactly.
He's an entertainer.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's been a good partnership for me.
Absolutely.
As soon as I said I was going to do the gates, I said I'm going to do the gates and I'm going to hit up Loco.
Smart, dude.
That's what popped in my head. And I said, I'm gonna do the gates, and I'm gonna make my culture proud. Like, I'm doing everything that I've ever wanted to do. Like, I did the Battleship, I did this, I did that, but now I get to do a show. Like, how many times as a kid I thought about walking out with Portuguese trunks on and a Portuguese flag on my back, and you know how many times I thought about doing that. And like, I know I'm not fighting that night, but.
Yeah, but you are, dude.
But I am.
But you are, dude.
I'm going to be in the ring. I'm going to be making those walks with the guys.
Absolutely.
Bobby's going to be decked out in Portugal. I got a picture in the Herald News of my arms crossed with the Portuguese flag behind me.
Dude.
Inside the the former CYO building that I just purchased. Like, I'm making my dreams come true. I got a belt. I got a championship belt. Thank you, Trident Environmental Group. I have a championship belt, half American flag, half Portuguese flag.
I love that.
My
that.
family's from the Azores, São Miguel.
Yes.
My parents' first language was Portuguese. I grew up with my vovô. Like, I you know what I mean? Like, this is me, man. This is my life. This is my culture. Like, and I get to do this. I get to do this on August 2nd on my birthday. On my birthday with my family there, with my children there. I get goosebumps.
Dude,
man.
all your friends, family, everybody just...
My friends there, my family there. My parents bought front row tickets.
The Portuguese community, dude, I'm 100% Azorian Portuguese, bro. Both my parents, and I'm so proud, dude. It's just to be a part of this.
My mom and dad in the front row, my sister in the front row. Like, you know what I mean? They're there. They're supporting me. Like, it's just...
You're winning, bro. You're winning.
It's just amazing.
Yeah.
VIP winners will be there in the front row too.
Yeah, they will. VIPs will be there too.
Yeah,
nice
listen,
bro.
like and share the Bobby Couto Show.
Do it.
Get on Spotify. Get on
iHeart,
whatever it is.
I can't wait for the next event too, dude. I know we're doing this.
I already see people sharing it. Yeah, my buddy JJ Souza, he already shared it. He
awesome,
wants
dude.
it bad. So.
Yeah, dude, and we had a good time Thursday. We gave away the general seating tickets.
Yeah, I want to get on the next live so bad.
Oh, dude, so much fun.
I need to get on the next
so much
live.
fun, dude. We had so much fun.
We need
and I just want to say this out loud. I want to say it in public so everybody hears it. Never, ever, ever is our intention to disrespect the sport of boxing. We do some comedy. We're having fun. We're having fun doing it.
It's entertainment.
None of this is at all to undermine. Dude, I love boxing, and to me, it's the one true sport that's still out there. That's uninhibited. So for me, it's that. But we kid around. We have a good time, and what we're really trying to do is we're trying to invite people in. You know what I mean? Like, and say, look, you just
all
because
different walks,
right? It's not just it's not just two people fighting. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of dynamic. There's a lot of backstory, and so we're kind of trying to bring everybody in on that and having some fun doing it.
Whether you're there that night to support your small business friend at the vendor market, to support your small business friend and their food truck, to support Loco or Outminds or any of the other artists performing, to support Bobby Tebow or Mason Almeida or Christopher Rivera or Andrew Oliveira or Aaron Bernardo. Maybe you're there just to support me in the event that I'm hosting or my family, you know what I mean, or my culture. Whoever you're there to support that night, thank you. Thank you for buying the ticket. Thank you for supporting. And this is the thing too, like, obviously I'm making money on the night. Obviously it's an event. I hope I am. But that money goes right back into the gym, man. I just bought a building, you know what I mean? Like that money goes right back into the gym so I can keep the gym running, so I can keep doing renovations. We just renovated upstairs.
Dude, that looks amazing, bro.
Yeah, man. We've been working so hard, man. We renovated upstairs.
If somebody wants to come in just for a gym membership, what does that typically cost? Like if I just want to go there and work out.
Just work out, no classes?
No classes. Just work out.
If you want to just come there, work out, no classes, I do $60 a month because it is still like a studio aesthetic. And you get 24/7 access. And then if you want access to all the classes plus 24/7 access, it's $100 a month.
Okay. That's good. People don't know that, dude. People know that because people might just think it's not just a boxing gym, but it's also a fitness gym as well.
Yeah. So like I said, and then like there's a lot of different avenues and programs you can work with. You know what I mean? Like you can work with me at Bernardo Boxing and either join my women's group. You can join I call adult boxing, which we run 4 to 5 days a week.
Sure.
There's fight team training, competitive training, obviously the kids program and the teens program. Then we also have Anthony Comer who trains out of there. He does, sports specific training for football players and athletes alike. He also does train some women. And then we have Phoenix Fitness now, who his name's Wellness Coach June, and he trains women. He does step classes, and they're all working under me.
Nice.
They're all teaching classes under me, and
so there's a lot going on there than just boxing.
We're just kind of building. We're kind of just building. I want to build the community up. I'm building the gym up, building the community up. So there's different aspects, different classes that you can take, different things that you can do to support, and it's been amazing.
Nice, Bobby. Thank you so much for being here, bro.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
Definitely had to go to the bathroom for like the last hour, but I'm holding it, and I love being here.
Dude,
man.
next time we plan it right. If you blink, you could get up and go, and then come back, and nobody would even know it.
No, I can't wait.
Time,
but that's what you see.
Dude, his eyes are starting to float. I can see it.
What you see is what you get with Bobby, man. And
Bobby, thank you so much.
I'm always going to tell the truth and be honest, and I got to thank God for this opportunity and Bobby Couto and Coach Bernardo.
I appreciate it, bro. And real quick, if people want to purchase your products again, how are they going to do that?
Yeah, Roxy Dog Collectibles. Find me on Instagram, and then I got some links where you can buy some toys, some trading cards,
you're on eBay. You're on eBay,
everything.
And you'll also be August 2nd. You'll be at the gates
just for the raffle. I won't be selling anything that day. Just raffling.
Just a raffle, and that is $1 raffle, and you're going to be giving away some pretty crazy memorabilia, dude.
5 autographed gloves.
Absolutely, bro. So
and,
Bobby, thank you so much, dude. I hope I can call you friend, brother. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, shout out the kids program forever, because that program has brought so much joy to my life. Yeah. And I'll give those kids anything.
Will you come back, Bobby? Maybe me and you, we just talk, just me and you, bro, and we can talk about these programs. We can talk about all this, too, because I can tell you got a lot of story to tell, and I don't want to tap into that, bro. I do. Bobby, shake your hand, brother.
Thank you.
Aaron Bernardo, dude, thank you so much. This is, the third time you're on the show, bro?
Third time on the show.
And I think many, many more to come, bro.
It gets better every time. I love being on it. I want to start a pod so badly with you, man.
We're going to do it. Absolutely.
So,
we're going to do it.
I have so many good ideas, and I know you have amazing ideas, and this production's unbelievable. So, yeah, just thanks for giving me a voice. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having Bobby on. And, August 2nd, man.
August 2nd.
I can't stress it enough. Doors will open at 3:00. Doors for the fight open at 5. But the doors open at 3, so you can get there pretty much whenever. Yeah. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the vendor market. Enjoy the food trucks. Enjoy the sun. If you got to leave,
and the community, everybody's going to be there.
Just enjoy the community, man.
Right?
It's a day for Fall River. Yep. All local businesses, all coming together for one. Like, I mean, maybe 50 local businesses that day. Coming in for one. We're just in the circle.
Right.
We're just in the gates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a dream come true. It's a dream come true. It's not the Battleship, but who knows? It might be.
Dude, I think it's going to be bigger.
It might be bigger.
I think it's going to be bigger.
It might be bigger. You know what I mean? Like, I just think it's going to be great. I had a tough decision to make this year with, what am I going to do with the purchase of the building? Am I doing the Battleship? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? And I saw the gates. I drove by there a few times. I looked at it. I made that first poster. I got goosebumps. And I looked at my wife and I said,
it's meant to be, bro.
I think we're going to do this. I think this is the move this year. And then I looked at the Portuguese flag. I talked to my parents. I remember I saw my Vavo that same day, and I said,
Vavo approved.
Yeah.
Right?
And I says, this is it, bro. This is it. Like, I'm going to do what I've always wanted. This is the Portuguese. This is my culture. You know what I mean? This is what we're doing this day.
Yes.
So, it's going to be a great day, man. It's going to be unbelievable.
I'm proud of you, brother.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud to call you my friend.
And I'm proud to call you my friend. And just thank you for all your support.
Oh, my pleasure, bro. My pleasure. And so everybody go over. Go ahead, Bobby.
One more shout out.
Sure, buddy. Of course, bro.
For the Vavos.
Of course.
You te amo, Vavo. Today's my grandmother's birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, Vavo. Happy birthday, Vavo.
Love that lady so much.
Absolutely, bro. I miss my Vavo. Yeah. Yeah. How old?
She's 78 years old.
Wow.
She became an American citizen at 75.
Wow.
And she did it all the right way. One of the hardest workers. Wherever you see
God
Bobby
bless her, dude.
Working hard.
What's her name?
Her name's Clotilde Daniels.
I love that. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Shout out.
Stuff.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't done so already, please go over, follow, subscribe to the Bobby Couto Show. Make sure August 2nd, Punta Delgada Boulevard, the gates to the city. It will be the event of 2025, hands down. Nowhere else are you going to have an event like this where you're going to have the sports, the entertainment, the food, the culture, and just an all-around amazing experience. I'm looking forward. And the Bobby Studio B Mobile will be there. The Bobby Couto should be broadcasting live all day long.
Monumental.
Right? We're going to have everybody coming in, recording. So it's going to be a pretty amazing experience. And I have a couple of announcements that I'll be doing that day. I got new shows that I'll be producing. I have a couple of guests that'll be coming in and announcing the new shows that are coming. So a lot of great things coming for the Bobby Couto Show.
Studio B, Bobby Couto Show is doing some amazing things, man.
I appreciate you, bro, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Remember,
nothing but
thanks
love.
for having us, bro.
Thank you, bro. All roads lead here.